Good evening and welcome to 549's media coverage of Perham Yellowjacket activities. We thank you for tuning in to tonight's event. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by these fine sponsors: KLN Family Brands, Perham Health, and United Community Bank. Tonight's game is also brought to you by EOT Insurance, Hammers Construction, Horace Mann, Jack Rivers Realty, and Lake Sace Hardware. Also proud sponsors of tonight's broadcast include New Horizons Realty, Ottertail Power Company, Nice Family Sales, Hanson Plumbing Heating, and McCall Construction. Now let's head to the press box for tonight's broadcast here on the 549 Media Network. Well, good afternoon and welcome into another windy afternoon here at Krueger Field here in Perham. I'm Jason Groth with Lance Rock and Jesse Hine. We thank you for tuning in to today's broadcast. In just a few moments, we'll take a quick look at both these teams, but we'll be right back here on 549 Media Network.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
I'm Jen Hendrickson with United Community Bank.
Jacket Pride isn't something we take lightly. We support the teachers and support staff that help teach our children every day. We support local Perham athletes with our Battle of the Bees sponsorship nights. And every year we award 4 scholarships to Perham seniors. Yellowjackets are my team and United Community Bank is my bank.
We take pride in what we send out. When you open a bag of licorice, you want that licorice to look good, you want that licorice to taste good. We work for you. We take pride in what we're making and what we are offering. It is so important to me. I do thank KLM from the bottom of my heart. They believe you and your family is important.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
Hey, it's Tucker again. Did you know? EOT Insurance Agency.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Why would you wander around a warehouse store looking for paint when you could just swing by your neighborhood Ace? In addition to Ace's award-winning service, we have top-rated paint brands. Plus, our color matching technology allows us to match any color. So stop wandering and start painting. Head to your neighborhood Ace today.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell
and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware.
You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware,
right here in downtown Perham.
Hey, he's going to give me that. I'm going to take it as long as he's calling it.
Right, so big strikeout there for Detloff.
Apologize for that. We had obvious technical difficulty. We're back. Detloff gets the first strikeout. That pitch in there for a strike. He gets ahead. And that one lifted to the right side. Schumacher, Griffin. Griffin underneath. Calls and makes the catch. So quick work there for Ashton Detloff. 2 up, 2 down.
And you can just see as this is rolling on here, guys, that Detloff looks a lot more comfortable on the mound, and that's hard to say with a guy who just set the record with 21 wins. But it's a new season, and everything starts fresh again.
That one in there for a strike, working ahead, Ashton Detloff. The 0-1 fouled straight back.
And that's what you talked about, Jason, in previous games with Detloff pitching. We've had to be on our toes up here because we've all got taken out at the knees a couple times.
The 0-2 offering. That pitch fouled back there by Jackson Soderberg, the catcher for Park Rapids. Again for the Yellowjackets, Dicey, Griffin, and Erbach in the outfield. Anderson, Bloom, Schumacher, Schrump across the infield. Detloff and Tegan Schmelz behind the plate. The 0-2 offering on its way. Just misses outside. Tegan Schmelz thought it was strike 3, but it's outside and high for a ball.
Kind of a unique view from up here. You saw all 9 Yellowjackets take about 3 steps toward the dugout, so it must have been close.
The 1-2. Jackson's swing held, but it's another ball.
Well, and I think the reason why is strike 3 in the first one was it looked like almost an identical pitch. Again, we're a ways away here, but not getting that outside corner right now.
The 2-2, there it is. Strike 3 called. Detloff strikes out 2 of the 3 he faces. And after half inning, we're scoreless on 549 Media.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perham, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction, your vision, our team.
When you're running a business, you don't have time for doubt. You need a banking partner you can trust. One who is as invested in the success of your business as you are, and has all the products and services you need under one roof. At Bremer Bank, we're here to listen and learn because you know your business best, and we'll back you up with insightful advice and personalized solutions that help you achieve your goals. Work with Bremer Bank because understanding is everything.
Well, welcome back. We head to the bottom of the first. Alex Bloom, Gavin Griffin, Ashton Detloff coming up for the Yellowjackets. He'll face Seth Trumbull. And across the diamond for Park Rapids, Johanning in left, Clark in center, Holmer in right, Tretbar, Shepard, Safertovich, Hayes, and Soderberg in the infield. Soderberg behind the plate, and Trumbull on the bump. We head to the bottom of the first, scoreless here after 3 up, 3 down from Ashton Detloff.
I feel like we're broadcasting wrestling again, reading that lineup off, Lance. A lot of those names carrying over from the winter.
Yeah, definitely multi-sport athletes on both teams here, and a really good multi-sport athlete leading off here for the Yellowjackets.
Alex Bloom to lead things off. Takes outside. As we talked about the importance of Detloff getting ahead, it's definitely the same for Trumbull here today against this Yellowjacket lineup. The 1-0 offering, that's outside and spiked for ball 2.
And again, you can see the emphasis today for the Park Rapids Panthers is keep the ball down. Really low crouch by the catcher. I don't know that I could get out of that crouch after 1 or 2, but he's definitely trying to work his way down for the pitcher.
That one catches the inside part of the plate for a strike. 2-1, now the count to Bloom.
Bell tie definitely on the table today, so you got to be ready to swing when that one comes in.
Bloom moving back into the leadoff spot. Is ahead 3-1 in the count. Yellowjackets last time out, big performance over Detroit Lakes. Gavin Griffin, 2 home runs in that game. Bloom works the walk. Puts a runner on first for the Yellowjackets for Gavin Griffin, who has a 7-game hitting streak coming into today.
Yeah, definitely been one of the hotter hitters, the more consistent hitters for the Yellowjackets. They've all had some that have streaked through, but again, it'll be interesting when you have a hot hitter in the second. Do you take off here? But I think you do with the speed of Bloom.
Bloom gets a big lead to throw over. He's back. Standing up, so he's got a couple of extra steps on that pickoff attempt. Trumbull nods, now takes a look. Bloom getting that lead. It looks like he's off and running on this pitch. He takes off. That pitch is upstairs for a ball. The throw down, strong throw, but too high as the take was on the helmet, and Bloom gets a stolen base.
Man, if anything you can take from right there is that was from the knees. So if you're average speed, you're probably not making it there, and it was on a rope. So nice play there by the Panthers.
Trumbull takes a long look and delivers. Backs him off the plate. And it's now 2-0.
Again, you better pay attention to Bloom here. All the infielders coming in for the Panthers. It wouldn't be surprising to see him take third.
Now 3-0 to Griffin. And the way he's been swinging, I think it's green light territory if it's right down Broadway for him.
And I wonder if the scouting report's not out and you put him on first and take your chances with Detloff, who's also been stinging the ball well for the Yellowjackets.
The 3-0, that's in the dirt for a ball, and the Yellowjackets with runners at first and second after back-to-back walks. Now I'll bring up Ashton Detloff. Big opportunity to help his cause here in the first.
Well, you got to like having a lefty. If he can pull this, it should get a runner in scoring position if nothing else, but you know he wants more than that and looking to drive a gap.
It's waved at there by Detloff. He came up on that one.
Boy, and I don't know if you can see him try to get that there, but left center is wide open, and he looked like he was aiming for that spot by his throw.
Pickoff play at second, close, but Bloom back with the head first slide and safe. Sneaking in behind him was Shepard.
Gotta love those nonverbal plays when they happen. It's just the beauty of baseball.
Now that pitch outside and high evens the count at 1-1. And today we talked about it. I think our last 2 games, communication is going to play a role today with another strong breeze up here. The 1-1 offering. That one's low and in. And it's now 2-1.
Really a good pitch and a good eye by Detloff there. You know, almost a little too close for my comfort. That could have been strike 3, but nice job laying off that one.
Pitch on its way, low for a ball. Count is now 3-1. To the batter Detloff, and Trumbull has worked in trouble with 2 walks already in the first. Goes with the off speed. Detloff out in front and fouls it back, and that's now full count. And now with nobody out, do you take an early test and put the runners in motion?
The only thing that is the catcher had a pretty strong arm. It's got to be all the right things in play here.
The 3-2 off speed outside. It won't matter. It's ball 4. The runners were not going, as the bases are now full.
Really nice at bat there for Ashton. Just getting behind a little bit early and staying patient, not chasing anything, battling for a good walk to load the bases.
That'll bring up left-handed hitting Jaden Schrump. Harry Poole will run at first for Detloff. Big opportunity for the Yellowjackets here in the first.
And again, we talked about changes to the lineup. Here's one of the first ones.
That one's outside and high again, and the Yellow Jackets patient at the plate, showing that good eye that they have here in the first. The base is full, all on walks. That one roped to right field, backs up the right fielder, and that ball is gone. Jaden Schrupp, grand slam home run, and the Yellow Jackets strike first, and they lead 4-0.
What a welcome to varsity baseball for Jaden Schrupp. I mean, saw him the other night at the JV game, missed one just foul, but you know the power's there, and what a moment for him.
The grand slam home run for Schrupp clears the bases, and he gets the cowboy hat as Carson Zeise will step up.
And again, that's a little bit when you're struggling to throw strikes. Eventually, you gotta drive one as that one's fouled right back. You gotta groove one, and nice job taking advantage of that. And again, I don't know that the wind came into play. That one was stung.
Yeah, he smoked it. He saw one pitch, one spot, and he went after it.
Zeise lays one down, but it's foul. Now 0-2. Good idea there. You go yard, and the next batter surprises it with laying one down.
That's just keeping him honest. I love it.
Well, and they're playing deep. You know, nobody out. They're playing back, so that's a great way to steal a base and start this all over again.
The 0-2 off speed outside. It's 1-2. Trumbull takes a long look. Delivers. That one fouled to the left side and out of play. Yellow Jacket fans, a couple of them will give chase, collect their quarter or piece of gum, and it's now 1-2 to Zeise. Well, the big first inning, Jaden Schrupp, grand slam home run over the wall to right, has a 4-0 lead for the Yellow Jackets as that one's in the dirt.
And again, it goes back to show if you can throw strikes at the high school level, it changes the game so well. And it's really hats off to Schrupp. That was a great hit, but it was set up by 3 walks. And you just can't have that. You can't give free bases here at any level, but especially at this level.
Trumbull answers back with a strikeout, his first of the game, and that will now bring up Braden Anderson. He went yard in our last broadcast as well. He'll step in to face Trumbull. That one lifted, back and out of play. That one paints the corner. Nice pitch there by Trumbull, and it's now 0-2.
And now it almost seems, Jesse, like Trumbull's just said, you know what, it's 4-0. I'm going to rear back and throw the ball. He's throwing now instead of trying to aim and pitch so much.
That one's outside.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. I think sometimes you try to be so careful with some of these dangerous hitters, and now it's like, hey, let's just go after it and keep pumping strikes and let my defense work.
Well, 1-2. Outside again for another ball.
I was going to say, the kind of a unique thing with the cowboy hat for the Yellow Jackets. It's kind of fun. We've done some good work. I thought maybe 549 cowboy hats for us, but then the shadows really get in the way.
Or they'd blow onto the field with the wind.
That's true. Maybe stocking hats.
That one's in the dirt. Works the count full, and
I think the possibilities are endless with that cowboy hat thing. It's cool.
Well, you can see the pride, and it's the little things like that make the sport so unique. Every sport in high school is kind of picking up on those traditions, and it's fun to see when it's done the right way, and the Yellow Jackets are doing just that.
Fouled off of Anderson's leg, and we'll do the 3-2 all over again. Now that I'm with a couple of football guys to my right here, I got to ask, is the turnover chain going to make its appearance on the Yellow Jacket sideline?
We're looking at a few creative things. You know, the gigantic wrench of old, I'm not sure if we still have it, But the boys are pondering a few things, and we'll see what comes about.
I can only imagine the creativity they'll come up with. The 3-2 offering. Anderson out in front. That's popped up. Soderberg, and wind blows it back. He goes off to his glove and drops. And Anderson will have another chance.
And again, you can hear the wind, so as soon as that ball gets above the stadium, which it did there, it's gonna play some tricks on you. But it kind of hindered Staples in our last one as well. Extra outs, so walks, errors, those sorts of things just lead to crooked numbers. And the Yellow Jackets, you got to give them credit; they're taking advantage of it.
No early predictions on when the wind will die down from our crew tonight, as the 3-2 is on its way, and working a walk is Braden Anderson.
No, I figure my predictions with the weather are over for the year.
And that will bring up Seth Urbach, the right fielder.
You could have quit with dry cold in the game number 1. That will live on forever.
We'll add it to the bank.
Outside for a ball. And put that on repeat, because that's where Trumbull's been missing for most of this game.
Yeah, he's just really struggled. He's kind of holding on to the ball, it seems, a little bit, not letting it go. When he did let it go a little early, he's had some success just holding on to that thing just a little too long.
Pick-off attempt, Braden Anderson back at first. The Yellow Jackets 4 runs, 1 hit. The benefit of 4 walks. That one, call it a ball. The right hand was going up, but he paused.
It's always interesting when you have the benches, say, going, and everybody starts looking and peeking, and then, oh, yeah, the pitch was thrown. We got to figure out what that was, but everybody's human.
2-0, fouled back and out of play. Trumbull adjusting the mound as it's 4-0 here. In the first inning. And 2-1 to Urbach. Off speed, checked his swing. I guess they say he held it, so it's 3-1. And even if you appeal to second, you're not going to get that call more often than not.
Well, and he's not getting that strike call just because he's been so inconsistent throwing strikes.
They bluff, and it's ball 4. On the steal attempt, now first and second. And we'll have a meeting on the mound. We will take a quick timeout as Liam Schumacher gets ready to step up on 549 Media.
Energy-efficient technologies have the power to connect us all, so we can save more than ever before. Evolve. And make choices that are smart. For you. For them. And for all of us. Because with energy-efficient technologies, we can connect to a better, smarter home.
The meeting is over on our Otter Tail Power scoreboard. The Yellow Jackets lead 4-0. Free bases has been the story of this game for the Yellow Jackets. 4 runs, 1 hit. It was a grand slam by Jaden Schrupp on the benefit of 5 walks as Liam Schumacher steps up with runners at first and second. That pitch misses outside again.
Yeah, not the way you draw it up for Park Rapids here. Having to possibly dive into your bullpen early, and who knows if they played earlier in the week or what they have available, so it'll be interesting.
Ball's in the dirt, 2-0 to count.
Well, and you really do put your coach in a hard situation here. You got a doubleheader coming on tonight here, so there's a lot of innings to be pitched yet, even if the 10-run rule comes to play. So what are you going to do? And there's one drilled right in the middle of the back.
That saves a couple of pitches, as now the bases are full. And that will bring up Tegan Schmelz.
Well, that's the optimistic way to look at it, unless you're Liam Schumacher, who would probably rather those 2 other pitches be thrown, but
Tegan Schmelz steps up the ninth batter to bat this inning.
word on the street is this a very popular thing. These cowboy hat 549, Jason. Pressure's on now.
Yeah, we'll have to definitely look into that, as well as apparently shirts, I'm hearing.
I wear an extra large bucket myself just for note.
We'll make sure it's academic. And that pitch is grounded to the left side, stepped on third for one. The throw across the diamond is offline. The Yellow Jackets get a run on a ground ball by Schmelz, but the Panthers get the out at third.
Yeah, nice job by Schmelz. He got a strike, which he put it in play, but nice play by the third baseman. I think not thinking that it was hit directly to him, he could have turned that double play and got him out of the inning. But again, nice job by the Yellow Jackets putting the ball in play and adding to this lead. 5 runs in the first. Let's hope that they don't settle now and keep putting the foot on the gas here.
Now batting will be Alex Bloom, the top of the order of the first. Pitches in the dirt for a ball. Schumacher, big secondary lead at second, but does not advance.
He's still rubbing that back of his. He must have got smoked pretty square.
Just like Luca. Brian Gonzalez running at first for the Yellow Jackets.
A good thing for Schumacher, there was actually no flopping on that one, as it's now 2-0. Trumbull now throws back to second, spikes it through the legs of Schumacher, and he'll advance on the air. Gonzalez is going to sneak into second.
Really good heads-up play by Schumacher there, knowing that nobody's covering the bag, sees the ball go and just takes off. And Brian Gonzalez getting to second base, 2 runners in scoring position. It's good to see the Jackets still playing the game when things aren't going so well for the opposition.
Boom, big cut right down the third baseline, but foul. Sprint is on for that foul ball. As it's now 2-1. That's low. And it's now 3-1. With first base open, Kevin Griffin awaits on deck. (3-1) lifted to the right side. Ace giving chase, now trying to camp underneath it and makes the catch. Well, the Yellow Jackets strike. They get 5 runs, 1 hit, and after an inning complete, they lead 5-0 on the big smash by Jaden Schrupp. We'll be back on 549 Media.
At New Horizons Realty, we're on your team. For over 25 years, we've been helping families and businesses find the perfect place to call home here in the Lakes area. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just dreaming, we've got the experience and local knowledge to guide you through every step of your real estate journey. As proud supporters of the Perham Yellowjackets, we believe in building strong teams on the mat, court, or field, and in the community. Check out our current listings at PerhamRealEstate.com or give us a call today at 218-346-7767.
At Hilltop Lumber, we're not just about building materials. We're about building relationships. We're honored to be recognized for our excellence in our industry. But the greatest reward? It's the trust we built with our customers. It's not just about providing quality materials. It's about building strong relationships. We're proud to be a part of the communities we serve, working with you to bring your vision to life. Because at Hilltop Lumber, success is measured by the partnerships we create and the homes, businesses, and dreams we help build together. Hilltop Lumber, where we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
Welcome back. We head to the top of the second as the off-speed pitch is in there for a strike as Detloff gets ahead after the long wait between innings for him. He'll face DJ Clark, Charlie Johnson, and Caden Shepard for Park Rapids in the top of the second. Ground ball up the middle. Schumacher over, scoops Flats and fires to Schrump for the out. 4 up, 4 down.
Really nice job by Detloff coming in, getting strike one after a long sit over there. There's nothing worse as a pitcher than just waiting to get back out on the mound.
Brings up the designated hitter, Charlie Johnson. Detloff off speed, backs him off the plate, and it's in there for a strike as it came back over.
Well, and the hard part is the Panthers, you probably want to take some strikes, but the deeper you get in the count, the more you get out of Detloff, so you got to swing at those first strikes that you see. That's what they're doing, which leads to a quick inning if you don't make contact or don't get some hits. So it's kind of one of those catch-22 right now for the Panthers.
The 0-2. Waved at and swung on, missed for another strikeout for Ashton Detloff. He's now struck out 3 of the 5 he's faced.
You can see the boys giving Tegan Schmelz a little grief for not throwing it around on that one. It's fun to see those guys ribbing a young guy.
Caden Shepard steps in. Perfect pitch there. Detloff gets ahead 0-1. Schmelz with a nice target there on that corner, and Detloff hit it perfectly. The 0-1. Swung and fouled back. 0-2.
Well, and all kidding aside, we've seen a lot of Ty Rooney behind the plate, and as the days get hotter and the games get a little bit longer, you need to build this second catcher into your repertoire, and it's good to see him do a really nice job of calling the game so far.
3 up, 3 down, and perfect through 2. The Yellowjackets lead 5-0 on the 549 Media Network.
Since 1980, more families have trusted Jack Chivers Realty than anyone else in the Lakes area. I'm Blake Olson, the owner of Jack Chivers Realty. Our dedicated agents have a deep understanding of the area.
We live here and our kids go to school here. Let us find the perfect home for you and your family, or lean on our knowledge and marketing to sell your home. Find out how Chivers delivers right here in Perham. Reach out today and start packing. JackChiversRealty.com.
Welcome back here to Krueger Field. I'm Jason Groth, Lance Rock, Jesse Hine, bringing you all the sights and sounds from Krueger Field in downtown Perham. Gavin Griffin will step in. He walked and scored in the first. He's looking to trying to extend his hitting streak to 8 games. That ball is in the dirt for a ball.
And again, pitch count's going to be a factor for the Panthers, especially if it gets to be as long an inning as it did the first. And it looks like we're on that plane right now. Again, I've been on this side where you just struggle some days to find that strike zone. And the harder you try to find the strike zone, it seems like the smaller it gets and the more difficult it is to find it. So, again, look for this pitcher just to try to get in a groove here, throw some strikes.
Griffin pops that one up to the right side. Hayes gives chase, makes the catch. Stumbling, bumbling, but he's able to come down with it for the first out here in the second.
Yeah, big out. I mean, again, you take arguably the hottest hitter for the Yellowjackets and you get him on that pitch, so big out for him. And let's see if they can build off that just a little bit. But, Detloff's coming, and that's a big gap in left center again.
Pitch is behind Detloff. And it's now 1-0.
That's one way to make sure he doesn't hit it to left center, is throw it behind him.
Not often a batter almost backs into the pitch. The 1-0. Now it's outside. 2-0.
Park Rapids center field is really shaded hard on each of these hitters, almost to the gap. And if we see a few more strikes, I bet the Jackets will find it.
3-0.
Well, it's almost, for those of you, it's hard to see in the outfield, but it's almost like a softball where you have the fourth outfielder should be in that left center spot, and that's kind of how they're playing right now.
Detloff taken, but check the swing. It is a strike, 3-1. That's one of the things that head coach James Mulcahy had talked about a little bit, is like getting your timing down even on the 3-0. You might not be swinging, but get it timing down in case you get that pitch again, 3-1. Here's the pitch there, inside corner. It is a strike. He gets the call there as the zone expands a little bit there, and it's 3-2.
And again, two theories there, and it's good. It wasn't one that Detloff wanted, so he let it pass.
That one's fouled back out of play into the parking lot, and we'll continue to roll. And we'll do it again. The 3-2 offering. Hit him. And he works a walk. That will bring up Jaden Schrupp, who homered a grand slam, his first at bat in the first inning. Harry Poole will run. And Schrupp steps in, swings again down the right field line, but tailing foul.
Cookie cutter foul ball to the one he hit in the JV game the other night. Just putting the bat on it, turning the hips, and we'll see if he gets any more inside fastballs after those last two swings.
Getting some updates from the dugout. This is his third at bat officially as a Yellow Jacket player, and his first hit was the grand slam. So what a way to even that 500 if he was out.
Off speed. Ooh, tough throw back on the steal. And Poole will swipe third now after the ball gets away. As the throw back spiked the mound, hopped through and went through the shortstop, and Poole goes to third.
Boy, and that's tough. After the first one I saw, I thought, boy, it's going to be hard for the Yellow Jackets to run. That one must have just not come out of the hand quite as nicely as he thought it was going to.
Schrupp chops that one foul. It's now 0-2. Schrupp looking to have right now a chance at a 5 RBI day in his second at bat. But the 0-2 count now.
That was a season for me, 5 RBI season.
The 0-2, off speed, strike 3 called. Fooled Schrupp there. He goes down on strikes, 2 away.
Again, that was a nice breaking pitch right there, and he hasn't located it, which makes it even better because you just don't expect it to be coming over, let alone for a strike, and he put that one right on a dime.
That one inside is icy, gets him to move his feet. Struck out his first time up in the first. So we're in the second. The Yellow Jackets 5 runs on 1 hit. On the benefit of also 2 Panther errors. But again, Jaden Schrupp, the grand slam home run as the Yellow Jackets up big as Icy fouls that one back. And just narrowly to the outside of the bleachers. It'll be 1-1. The Yellow Jacket fans on the first baseline as usual. And the Panthers fans right in front of us. That ball in the dirt. Nice pick there by Soderberg. So he does a good job there of saving a run as it's 2-1.
Boy, that was cat-like quickness getting out of his crouch there, and really nice job at not only getting there, but the pick was really nice as well.
2-1, off speed, Icy in front, ground ball right side, nice diving stop, and the PFP slow lob to first, but they get it in time to retire the side. Yellow Jackets threaten, they do not score, and after 2 complete, they lead 5-0 on the 549 Media Network.
At the Perham Area Community Center, we have something for everyone. Let us help you reach your fitness goals, connect with others, or just have a little fun. We offer a state-of-the-art weight room, weight resistance and cardio machines, and inspiring spin studio. If walking is your preference, our walking track is just the thing for you. We have over 20 fitness classes offered weekly. Yoga, Zabit, Strength, and Senior Fit, those are just a few. Our aquatic center is equipped with a 6-lane lap pool, kiddie pool, and water slide. Adults can relax in the sauna and hot tub. We also offer water fitness classes and open swim for the family. Find your fit at the Pack. We'd love to have you here.
Hansen's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
Off on Wyatt Johanning as the first pitch swung on and missed. That one's in the dirt, 1-1 the count.
Nice job by Schmelz keeping her in front. You touched on it a little bit, Jason, last game about how Rooney's going to one knee and stuff. I think you'll see Schmelz do a little bit of the same stuff behind the dish.
The 1-1, wave dance. And Detloff ahead, 1-2. The 1-2 swung on and missed. Pull another strikeout, then 3 strikeouts in a row. 5 for Ashton Detloff in the third. Now bring up Seth Trumbull. One away in the top of the third. Detloff works upstairs. Little activity in the Park Rapids bullpen. As the 1-0 is in there.
Ashton's had really good command of that pitch today. Just smooth arm motion and a late break over there, and nobody's put a bat on it yet.
The 1-1 waved in again. 1-2. Schmelz and Detloff on the same page as Detloff walks it, fires out in front of that one, pops up right side. Schrump giving chase. Campson makes the catch. 8 in a row for Detloff as Owen Hayes comes up.
Yeah, again, and Detloff has a really, he's got pop to his fastball, but it's amazing when you get that off-speed stuff to work for you, how much faster your fastball looks. It just gains speed.
Waved in there as Detloff gets ahead. Don't imagine he'll change much here on the 0-1. That one off to the right side and fouled. Quickly going right at him with the number 9 batter with the heater.
And really probably one of the first solid contacts, even though it was late, by a Park Rapids batter.
The 0-2 just misses upstairs. 1-2 the count. Deegan Schmelz learned quickly that time. He got the ball back compared to the earlier in the first inning. The 1-2 off speed upstairs, and it's now 2-2.
That was a different breaking ball than we're used to seeing from Detloff. He came over the top with that one. Not that traditional break he usually has.
Nice job by the batter here, Haas, to work the count to 3-2 after falling behind 0-2, and you never want to walk the number 9 batter to turn things over to the top of the order.
I can't imagine it'd be anything other than fastball here, but
waved in and missed for strike 3. 3 up, 3 down. And through 2.5, the Yellowjackets lead 5-0. Yes, garbage is gross, but here at Steve's Sanitation, we are your trash experts with experience. How to schedule your trash pickups without missing a beat, and we have been doing it for over 30 years in Perham and the Lakes area. Steve's Sanitation has been voted the best garbage service in the Lakes area since 2019. With 30 dedicated employees, we're here to take care of your trash. For more information, call us at 218-346-4834 or visit our website at stevesanitation.com. Horseman Investments and Insurance can help you with your retirement planning goals and insurance protection needs. Kyle Van Dyke and his team provides educated retirement solutions, wealth management strategies, inheritance and legacy planning, and personalized auto, homeowners, and life insurance protection plan. We are here for your lifelong financial wellness. To set up an appointment, call Kyle Van Dyke at 218-236-6665 or email at kyle.vandyke@horseman.com. Welcome back. We head to the bottom of the third. Braden Anderson, Seth Erbach, Liam Schumacher, and Anthony, and those guys reach taking Schmelz. Coming up for the Yellow Jackets as they lead 5-0. On the back of a grand slam home run by Jaden Trump. Trumbull back for his third inning of work. And he goes upstairs. And Anderson leans back. Takes a couple of laps at that one as he comes back up.
Kind of reminds me of Major League. I don't know how he laid off that one, but
that's a nice comeback pitch there by Trumbull.
The setup. The setup pitch. Knock him down and then throw the curve.
Misses outside.
Reminds me of a young Jordan Hine when he used to pitch. One's at your head and the next one's down the middle.
Just be brave enough to stand in there, right?
Yep.
The 2-1. And Anderson works it to 3-1. The 3-1 in the dirt, and Anderson works a walk. It's been the story of this game, was free bases for the Yellow Jackets.
It's been nice to see the Jackets stay disciplined at the plate, too. It's tough to, when you only see a couple strikes in that bat, to stay patient and get what you want, but so far they've done a good job.
7 walks and 1 hit batter, and that will do it for starting pitcher Seth Trumbull, and we'll take a break.
I'm Ryan Rusted with United Community Bank. United Community Bank has served the Lakes area since 1911. We're proud that you, your grandparents, your kids, and your grandkids have chosen UCB. We know the power of a smile and a handshake. Perham, Dent, Frazee, those are our communities. And United Community Bank is our bank.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
It's something new every day, some different stuff to do. It's not the same monotonous thing over and over again.
Everybody works together, everybody knows everybody, you know, we all get along just well. It's just a great company to work with.
It's like a big family here. It's just everybody gets along with everybody and everybody clicks. Everybody just helps everybody out. And it's a pretty awesome job to have.
Erbach steps in. Caden Shepard to the mound. Trumbull to short. Your changes for Park Rapids area as it's 5-0 in the third. We thank you for tuning in. Trumbull takes a look at second. The throw down to first. Ooh. Gets away from the first baseman. They had him. As Hess unable to catch that throw, and a strong throw back by Soderberg. Got the runner Anderson back. Pitch is a ball.
Well, Soderberg, other than the one he just about took out his pitcher with, he has a good, strong arm, and Yellow Jackets really have to be awake here on the base paths.
Shepard delivers. The bunt is on. Good jump by Anderson. The only plays first. Anderson is going to go to third. No one's covering. Now the throw over, and he's out. The Yellow Jackets get a double play turned on him on the base pass. on the 1-3-5 double play.
That was a nice job throwing the ball around, accurate throws on time. The pitcher took his time fielding the ball, getting the first out, and that's what happens when you're accurate and you make it happen.
Well, and I think it goes to show throw strikes, and you throw strikes and you give your team a chance.
Nice cut into one to left field, and making the catch there is Johanning on the swing by Schumacher. It ends up being a on the bat before a sacrifice for Urbank, and then Anderson thrown out. So, after 3 complete, it's 5-0 in favor of the Yellow Jackets.
Hey, it's Tucker again. Did you know? EOT Insurance Agency.
McCall Construction is the Lakes Area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experience value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
Welcome back. We head to the top of the 4th. It's been 9 up, 9 down for Ashton Detloff. So we top the order. Heath Safratovich, Brendan Trentbauer, and Jackson Soderberg coming up to face Detloff. That one catches the corner.
Again, between innings, we had a good discussion. Jesse, I'm going to give you credit. I think they should be bunting here. The third base is back. You've struggled, and just as I say that, you run a burner to right. But, again, take advantage. Make the Yellow Jackets play some defense here. They haven't really had any stress on them. If you can lay that thing down, get yourself a chance to at least get some base runners, get Detloff out of the stretch. He's been in command when he's in the windup.
Fly out to right. Now Trentbar steps up, waves at the first offering. Trentbar flew out to center his first time up. That was in the first. That one swung and waved at a little behind. And it's now 0-2. Detloff rocks and fires, just misses on the corner. It's now 1-2. He's looking for that outside corner.
I feel like that one's been there, and then that one has been taken away, so it's interesting.
The 1-2. Chopped. Gets the batter, Trentbar in the batter's box, and we'll do it all over again.
Well, and the other thing, not that I want to see a game extended when the wind's blowing like this, but stepping out of the batter's box, Detloff's catching and firing. There's hardly a split second. Haven't tried to get him out of his rhythm at all.
Swung on and missed for another strikeout. As Detloff has retired the first 2 batters he's faced for his 7th strikeout of the day, and that brings up Jackson Soderberg, a strikeout victim in the first.
You wonder if those types of things, if they're not taught anymore, if it's a thing of the past, or you just don't know. But those things can be very significant, even though they seem insignificant. But
those things aren't learned on the show.
That is true.
As the 0-1 fouled back and out of play.
Almost another Steve Sanitation dumpster shot back there. Very close.
Stay tuned. Our Steve Sanitation player of the game in our postgame show. As that pitch fouled to the right side now. Now, all I say is the next one's going to come right through the middle in front of us.
And if anybody puts it in the dumpster, they should automatically have their name in the hat. I don't care what they do in the game. They should be entered.
Ground ball right side. Schumacher on the hop. Throws over to Schrupp to retire the side. 12 up, 12 down for Detloff. And through 3.5, the Yellow Jackets lead 5-0.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perham, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction. Your vision, our team.
Odds are there's an ace right in your neighborhood. With expert advice and the right tools to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock. With people who know their stuff. Welcome to the Home Convenience Store.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell
and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware.
You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware,
right here in downtown Perham.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Welcome back to Tuffy Stadium. Another windy day for us on the 549 Media Network. And the Yellow Jackets lead 5-0. First inning grand slam by Jaden Schrupp in his second career at bat. Over the fence in right. Has given the Yellow Jackets a 4-0 lead. They're able to capitalize that another in that inning on a fielder's choice ground ball by Tegan Schmelz for his first RBI. And the Yellow Jackets lead this 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Coming up for the Yellow Jackets, it will be Schmelz, and then the top of the Yellow Jacket order, Alex Bloom and Gavin Griffin.
And again, I think it talks to the power of a high school kid. I don't care what your stuff is. You got to be around the plate and throw strikes. Relief pitcher for the Panthers comes in and gets out of the inning. It does a really nice job getting his team back in. Not overpowering, not anything that you'd write home about with this stuff. Just throwing strikes and letting his team back him up with defense.
Off the hands of Schmelz, pumped up. Trumbull converges, drops it, and Schmelz reaches on an air.
That's a tough spot there. We already got the two hands from the Park Rapids faithful.
Oh, which is amazing because we talked about not backing out, kind of the old school theories, but whenever things go wrong, you chant out the old school things. Use two hands and camp under it and all of that good stuff.
Turns it over for the top of the order, and that pitch is outside for a ball.
Gonzalez back running at first for the Jackets.
Shepard sets, fires outside. It's been kind of the trend, missing outside today of these Park Rapids pitchers.
Yeah, up to that drop ball, the Panthers have played pretty solid defense for the most part. Made some nice plays, which kind of makes it a little more frustrating because you can tell they're a solid defensive ball club when they put everything together. But some days you just don't have it.
And another walk. Bloom works that walk. Bases now first and second for the Yellow Jackets, and another big opportunity for Gavin Griffin.
And again, you can kind of see with the Panthers, there's so much out there where kids can watch and scout, and they do all these things. Totally different pitcher in the bottom half of the order than he was to the top. They're just lost that strike zone. Way more confident throwing strikes to the bottom half of the Yellow Jackets order.
Paints the corner on Griffin. Gets ahead 0-1. Does Mr. Shepard on that one. Caden Shepard taking a long look at his catcher, Soderberg. The 0-1 to Griffin. Off speed, it gets ahead 0-2. Nice pitch there as well.
Yeah, nice little nibble on the outside corner there. He's being careful, and we'll see what kind of pitch he goes to here to see if he can get Griffin to chase.
Right side, base hit through the hole. Gonzalez will be held at third, and the Jackets have bases full. And that extends the hitting streak for Gavin Griffin.
Great job by Gavin there, just not trying to do too much with it. It's that low and outside pitch again. He just went with it and found a gap.
Brings up Ashton Detloff. Walked twice and scored. And the Yellow Jackets with an opportunity to put a big crooked number up here in the fourth.
Corners up, ready for the home and one. Double play depth by the middle.
That ball misses inside.
And none of it will matter if the strike's not thrown. So
wind at our back here. We'll see if Ashton can put one up in the jet streams and get another grand slam for the Jackets.
And it's now 2-0. Schrupp on deck. Hit the grand slam in the first. This wind continues to pick up. Outside 3-0. Looks like it'll be gorgeous weather tomorrow and Sunday. Hopefully the wind is not a factor for whatever people have going on this
Thanks
weekend.
for that notification, as I'm thinking about going to get my winter coat between innings here.
The 3-0. Jackson swing, it's in there for a strike, 3-1. Well, big event at 549 Media, prom, Grand March will be live. Exciting day coming up tomorrow.
Can't wait to watch it online.
The 3-1 waved, and thinking about that grand slam was Ashton Detloff with that cut. It's now 3-2.
He's just keeping the at-bat alive so he can have one more chance.
Well, and there's certainly times where that ball, even on a high strike, looks like a beach ball coming in, and you just can't lay off of it. And I think that happened for Detloff there.
The 3-2 fouled off to the left side. And we'll do it all over again. Also, if you had a chance today, check out the first and third grade Beatles program. That we're live. You can find that on 549 Media.
The Beatles, as in the band, not the insect.
Yes, correct.
Okay, just clarifying for our listeners.
That one ripped to the left. It'll drop for a single for Detloff. He'll score a run, and they'll hold the runner at third, and the Yellow Jackets add to the lead. Station to station baseball.
How many times have we seen it out of Ashton this year where he has a good at-bat and just lofts one into left field, letting the ball get deep, going with it, using his natural power to drive another run in for the Jackets.
Well, and I think that's one of the things we see in football, Jesse, as well, is just that confidence of being an upperclassman. Things you wouldn't have seen maybe him do earlier in his career. Now it's just that confidence of I'm the guy.
Schrupp takes upstairs. 1-0 to him.
You know everybody's thinking it.
Right.
We have the same situation here. You know he's thinking it. Let's see if we can get a good pitch here.
The 1-0. Schrupp with the cut. Fouls that back down to play. Evens the count at 1. Corners up again. Back in the middle for a double play attempt. The 1-1 to Schrupp. Off speed, misses outside. It's now 2-1, and a perfect hitter's count for Schrupp. The 2-1 backs him off, and it's 3-1. Schrupp sitting dead right now. The base is full. Bloom at third. Griffin at second. And if curious running to see it was for Detloff, should be Harry Poole. The 3-1 upstairs and an RBI walk for Jaden Schrupp, and the Yellow Jackets add to the lead.
Yeah, all comments aside about the next Grand Slam, you love to see that out of a young hitter, in Schrupp, just being patient, not chasing, knowing that I'm just going to sit one pitch here, and he didn't get it.
Carson Zeise steps up, struck out, laid down a bunt, or grounded out, last time up. That's ripped up the middle for a base hit. One run will score. They'll wave another run. The throw home is not in time, and reaching in and sliding in as the Yellow Jackets, as Harry Poole scores with the head first slide. It's now 9-0. Yeah,
nice piece of hitting. I was just going to talk about it seemed like Zize was a little indecisive on his swing, like he was almost guessing a little bit, and I didn't see it on that one. It was like he knew what was coming. He was confident in that swing, and when you're confident, you got to take 100% cut. Good things are going to happen at some point. Nice job, Carson Zize.
9 runs on 4 hits for the Yellow Jackets, and now up Braden Anderson. Walked twice and scored. Out in front of that one, pops that one up. Tretbar fighting the wind. Pops out of his glove, but it'll be out at 3 if he touches third.
Should be infield
fly. That's right. Good call on that, Jesse. And the runners do not advance because you advance on your own will on that.
I didn't hear it off the bat, but, with this wind, it very well could have been said from our seats up here in the nosebleeds.
Is it too early to say it's a dry wind? It's
too early.
Too early, okay.
Too early.
Man, it's just I kept waiting for this to die down, and I think it's actually picked up watching the flag now start to not divvy in a little bit. So, again, battling that, it gets above the stands. You can almost see it. They got it played well. It hits above the grandstand, and all of a sudden they lose it almost like it's night, and it gets above the lights. So, again, it's something that you're really going to have to battle both teams on these fly balls.
I got credit to Yellow Jacket base runners, too. They understood. They heard the call right away and did not get off the base. There's that one catches the corner for a strike. So nice job by the Yellow Jacket base runners there.
So much of baseball is happening before the pitch even happens. Jacket coaching staff, both corner coaches, do a really good job of just reminders and situation stuff, and it showed there.
That's in the dirt for a ball. 2-1.
And again, 9 runs on 4 hits, so the Yellow Jackets are making the most of the hits that they are getting to add with those walks. So again, it's one thing to get walked and bases are full. It's another one to get the big hit to get them in, and they've gotten that.
Big runner at second for the Yellow Jackets with 1 away. As Shepard sets, misses upstairs. Now the bases are full.
And I don't know if you're a Panther coaching staff what you do here, because you're 1 run away from that 10-run rule type look, and you really haven't had an answer for Detloff. You're almost to the point now, I think you got to tell this young man you're out there. You're going to battle this and try to get us out of here as best as you can, because we have to have some arms for the next game as well.
Schumacher takes strike 1 to him.
And, every pitcher has been put in those spots, and you just got to go grind it out, and this is where you learn.
Or 1-1, excuse me.
I don't know if there's anyone more excited to see a little more accuracy out of a pitcher than Liam Schumacher after his hit by pitch in the first inning, and just, oh boy. I better keep my mouth shut.
I was going to say, if you at this point now after that one, if you could throw any sort of breaking ball, that's what I'd be trying to throw right now. Because if you're Schumacher, you got to be thinking, where's the magnet in the ball? And it's aiming for me every time.
The 2-1 on its way with the bases full. Upstairs, 3-1. Stay tuned to an abbreviated post-game show where we'll have our Steve Sanitation player of the game, and then we'll get you set up for game 2, which will follow at some point here from Krueger Field. The 3-1 lifted, and again that's infield fly, so they'll fight for it and it'll drop again, but no one will move.
Well, just from up here, the key to me that I'm seeing is those 3 going after the ball did not communicate. There's a definite lack of communication there, which if you're the Panthers coaching staff, write that on your notepad and hit them a bunch the next week. And
to me, that goes back to, again, old school baseball. That's the shortstop's ball until he calls you off. And the way the wind's trailing right now, both of those should have been the shortstop coming over saying, I got it, and they've left it on the third baseman.
Short fly ball to center field. It's caught for the third out. The Yellow Jackets leave them stranded, and after 4, it's 9-0.
When you're running a business, you don't have time for doubt. You need a banking partner you can trust. One who is as invested in the success of your business as you are, and has all the products and services you need under one roof. At Bremer Bank, we're here to listen and learn, because you know your business best, and we'll back you up with insightful advice and personalized solutions that help you achieve your goals. Work with Bremer Bank, because understanding is everything.
Energy-efficient technologies have the power to connect us all, so we can save more than ever before. Evolve and make choices that are smart. For you. For them. And for all of us. Because with energy-efficient technologies, we can connect to a better, smarter home.
At New Horizons Realty, we're on your team. For over 25 years, we've been helping families and businesses find the perfect place to call home here in the Lakes area. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just dreaming, we've got the experience and local knowledge to guide you through every step of your real estate journey. As proud supporters of the Perham Yellowjackets, we believe in building strong teams on the mat, court, or field, and in the community. Check out our current listings at perhamrealestate.com or give us a call today at 218-346-7767.
Welcome back. We head to the 5th inning with the Yellow Jackets in command, 9-0. They'll face DJ Clark, Charlie Johnson, and Caden Shepard coming up for Park Rapids in the 5th. DJ Clark grounded out to second. Charlie Johnson struck out, as did Caden Shepard. Their first at-bats. And the first pitch outside. As the wind continues to howl here at Krueger Field.
Usually it settles when they drag the field. That's what I've noticed.
Everybody write that down. Prediction made.
There's my weather prediction for the day.
Well, the odd thing is I think the wind has shifted a little bit in this last gust, but
ground ball to second. Schumacher on a hop. Fires the first for the outs.
Good contact there by the Panthers. Again, it's one of those weird stat lines when you look at the scoreboard, Jason. 0-0-3 and 9-4 and 0, and usually you'd kind of like the hits to be above, but I think the Yellow Jackets are doing what they can today.
That one backs Johnson up, and you're correct, Lance. They're taking advantage of their opportunities, a lot of free bases, and then you got the sharp grand slam and then a couple of errors that last inning. That one is slapped to left field. That breaks up the perfect game. It breaks up the no-hitter. And Johnson takes a turn, but the Yellow Jackets get it in quickly.
Yeah, really nice piece of hitting there. Just going with the ball, solid contact. I think it even surprised our left fielder a little bit with how hard that was struck, but
you know, and it's amazing. Kids try to swing so hard, and a lot of times it's just like that. Nice, easy swing. Let the barrel do the work on the bat. And again, nice job and good job by Detloff, but the no-hitter's broken up.
Griffin playing shallow, comes in, makes a catch, fires it back to first, gets away, and now goes out of play. So the runner will get third because they say he's awarded second as the ball went out of play from the outfield. So an error on the throw from Griffin in center field allows the runner to go all the way to third.
I like the aggressiveness there. I think a couple things there. If you're young first baseman, Mr. Schrupp, I think you body that ball up. You know, if you know it's not super close, but you know, hindsight's always 20/20.
Well, and I think that's a great point. Is when we used to play, we almost, the first baseman was almost like your second catcher. Body that thing if it's in the dirt and deaden it.
Ground ball off the hands. Anderson comes across, throws across the diamond in time. The Panthers threaten. They do not score, but they get their first hit, break the no-hitter in the perfect game as we head to the bottom of the fifth. Yellowjackets lead 9-0.
At Hilltop Lumber, we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
We are family owned and operated, serving the Lakes area since 1988. Though Hilltop Lumber is our name, we're much more than that. We provide superior consulting and design, accurate estimates, thorough product knowledge, and on-time delivery. We have a full range of building supplies from windows, doors, decking, and siding to hardware, tools, paints, and stains. Take the stress out of building and let us help you find the perfect products for your project. Hilltop Lumber. We help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
Well, welcome back into Tuffy Stadium, high atop the grandstand. Just off the right to the press box on the first base side. Jason Groth, Lance Ronk, Jesse Hine, bringing you all the sights, some of the sounds, and visuals into the field. Into your home. We hope you're enjoying coverage of Yellowjacket and Panther baseball as we head to the fifth. Alex Bloom takes strike one. He is 0 for 1 on the afternoon. 2 walks, 2 runs scored.
We're due for Bloom to put the barrel on one here and hit a gap.
That one just misses outside, 1-1. I completely agree with you on that, and I think that will get the confidence up and get him on a hot streak here. The 1-1, outside and high. But the one good thing is, the average might be down a little bit, but his vision still at the plate has been really good.
He's had a great approach at the plate. Yeah, that is true.
The 2-1 offering.
Ooh.
And Bloom will trot down to first. As he wears that one. And it'll bring up Gavin Griffin, who singled his last time up, to extend his hitting streak to 8 games.
Number 5, Gavin Griffin.
Big runner at first from the Yellowjackets. He takes off. No, he doesn't. He bluffs. Throw down. Back to first. Bloom is back. Pitch was a strike to Griffin. Griffin, 2 home runs against Detroit Lakes. Had that one here the other day against Staples Motley. The 0-1 gets away. The runner's going. He's going to take a turn to third. Bloom into third, standing up.
That's a tough part when you get a kid like Bloom on the bases. Is one slip up and he's standing on third.
Give a stolen base and a wild pitch. Allow him to get to third. 1-1 to count. Game-ending run, standing 90 feet away for Gavin Griffin. Everyone comes up.
Probably not the guy you want to be playing on the grass against, but he got to do it.
That one roped to center field, and it will drop off the fence. Bloom will come home, stand on home. It's a double. Griffin's going to turn. The game will end with the stand-up triple for Gavin Griffin, as he tattooed that one off the fence and left center field. And the Yellowjackets take game 1, 10-0.
Yeah, and it's everything we talked about the Yellowjackets doing. Come out, get yourself that early 5 runs, really kind of set the table. Nice job battling back by the Panthers, but then again, too many errors, too many walks, just that inconsistency gave the Yellow Jackets opportunities. When you score 10 runs on 5 hits and 4 of them came off of one at the bat of Jaden Schrupp, yeah, it's a tough recipe for the Panthers, and they'll have to try to regroup here in Game 2.
Well, you love to see their coaching staff said, fellas, let's go out and chat. I mean, we've all been there. We've all been in that huddle where, hey, let's just forget about what just happened here and learn from it and clean things up. And the beauty of doubleheaders is you always have another chance to get better.
Perfectly said, Jesse. And with that, we'll take a timeout, come back, discuss a little bit, and name our Steve Sanitation Player of the Game as we come back on the 549 Media Network.
Since 1980, more families have trusted Jack Chivers Realty than anyone else in the Lakes area. I'm Blake Olson, the owner of Jack Chivers Realty. Our dedicated agents have a deep understanding of the area.
We live here and our kids go to school here. Let us find the perfect home for you and your family, or lean on our knowledge and marketing to sell your home. Find out how Chivers delivers right here in Perham. Reach out today and start packing. JackChiversRealty.com.
At the Perham Area Community Center, we have fun for the whole family. Adventureland is open for the littles all year long. Come for open swim and enjoy the pool. Bring it back to the past and try roller skating again Fridays and Sundays. We are now offering an after-school program for kids ages 9 to 12. If you are looking for a fun way to celebrate a birthday, we offer a variety of birthday party options, including pool parties, roller skating, bounce house, and Adventureland. Keep your eyes out for our fun special events on our Facebook page or on our website, permareacommunitycenter.net. Find your fit at the Pack.
Hansen's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
Welcome back. Jason Groth, Lance Ross, Jesse Hine. It's taking a quick breather. We'll be back shortly, but we have to discuss a few things in our quick post-game show. Steve Sanitation, Player of the Game. We're going to split it today, Lance. I think it's the right thing to do. Ashton Detloff, complete game, 1 hitter, strikes out 7, gets 1A and then 1B. Jaden Schrupp, first career Grand Slam home run, drives in 5 for the Yellow Jackets today.
Well, and I think that's the way it should be done. Both of them set the tone for the Yellow Jackets. Defensively, it was Detloff who came out throwing strikes. We knew he had just a little bit of being off, so to speak, for him. So he came out just firing and was in control from pitch number 1, so definitely deserved it. And then that was a big hit for Jaden Schrupp. I mean, it came after 3 walks, and you don't know what you're getting, and all of a sudden he just unleashes a rope over the right field fence, and really you saw the Yellow Jackets kind of go, okay, here we go. This is our game to be had. So nice job by both of those young men and a lot of other Yellow Jackets today as well.
9 of the 10 RBIs today actually came from guys that are, I should say 8 of the 10 RBIs came from guys that aren't normally in the lineup, and they did a nice job stepping up when their name was called today.
Well, and again, that you got to build depth. You just don't know in high school. There's so many things that come into play, injuries, which you hope it's not, and just different things that come up with school and different things. So for the Yellow Jackets, building that depth, this is about the right time to build some depth, because you get into those games, now you know you can trust these young men to come in, finish up a game, or even start it if you need to.
Well, game 1, the Yellow Jackets win 10-0. We'll take a break, keep it here. Game 2 will come up in just a little bit on the 549 Media Network. Well, we're back getting ready for game number 2 between Park Rapids and the Yellowjackets. The Yellowjackets will be the visitors on the scoreboard and will lead off, and this is how they will go. Leading off, the catcher, Ty Rooney, followed by the center fielder, Gavin Griffin. On the bump today is Drew Ellingson. At first base, Ashton Della. At shortstop will be Alex Blue. At second base, Braden Anderson. At third base, Seth Urbach. In left field, Tate Zacharias. And in right field, Carson Zize for the Yellowjackets for Park Rapids. At second base, Heath Sefratovich. At third base, Brendan Trentbar. Behind the plate, Jackson Soderberg. On the mound, DJ Clark, the lefty. The designated hitter is Charlie Johnson. At shortstop is Caden Shepard. In center field, Wayne Johanning. In left field is Mason Nicias. And at first base is Owen Hayes. And in right field is Alex Homer. That's how the Panthers look for game number 2. So we're just moments away from the start.
Well, and word on the street, and you can see just here as you're watching the warm-up pitches that this is the ace coming for the Park Rapids Panthers. You can just see in velocity, change of arm angle, just his demeanor on the mound, Jesse, spells a little different story for this game, so the Yellowjackets now have to get those bats ready.
Seen a few Midway Snurtbird hats in the house. I think they're here to watch their fellow pitcher go at it here for Park Rapids, and that's kind of the unique thing about baseball is watching kids jump levels up to amateur and town ball, and it should be a fun battle here between two good arms.
That's a Diamond Hawks, Nerdbird, Pirates. They're all around here today as we're getting ready to go, and the High 10 Lake and Pine season kicks off this weekend. So
I did hear the manager of the Pirates kind of excited about things and his team coming up here. So, again, a lot of good things, and we're hitting right into the middle of baseball, and you just bring on a little warmer weather, and I'm all for this.
I'll be interested to see what the manager of the Pirates could put together this year as they kick off the season against Dent on Sunday. First pitch from Clark to Rooney. Back up the middle. Clark on a hop, throws across, and one away.
It's just amazing. A good job by Rooney. You watch that warm up, and I think you get the over the top angle on that first pitch is the way it looks like, and he wanted to jump all over that before you changed angles. Again, you think of how hard it was to get an out in that first inning for the Panthers, and here they are on one pitch.
Brings up Gavin Griffin. 8-game hitting streak, takes strike one. Behind the plate, Skylar Mersu.
Well, there's something to be said as a defense, too, and when your guy's on the mound, everybody's, paying a little bit more attention and being a little more attentive to their position.
And strike two there, and I agree with you, Jesse. And the other thing is it just goes to show when it comes playoff time, you need one pitcher like this, and all of a sudden things might change.
Grounded up the middle, backhand play, throw across, not in time. Good hustle by Griffin. Safratovich made a quick throw, but beating it out for an infield single is Gavin Griffin.
Tell you what, anything that's not directly to you or field cleanly, it's going to be a close play at first with the wheels by Griffin there. Good job hustling it out.
Well, and the way that one's hit, I think if you go back, you're taught charge that a little bit more. He kind of took an angle going back towards the outfield. You just don't have that luxury with the speed of Griffin.
Griffin a huge lead with the lefty on the bump. Clark takes a long look, comes to Ellingson. It's upstairs for a ball. This is going to be a dynamic matchup here with Griffin on first against Ellingson at the plate for the lefty Clark. Takes a look. Rocks and delivers. That's fouled back and out of play. Right off the shed building right next to us. Lakes Country Co-op.
And again, you see that lefty, he's using different angles, and he's slide step one time, holding a high knee, and then hesitating, just trying to keep Griffin from not reading what he's going to do.
The pitch is swung on, fouled to the right side, out of play. 1-2 the count to Drew Ellingson. Clark varying his times to the plate. Griffin unable to get the best jump. Clark comes to the plate, fouled straight back. That's 1-2.
We're all still a little jumpy up here in the booth as We had one of those come right at us last week, and again, that lefty matchup here. Good job by Ellingson, just staying alive right now.
The offering on its way. Inside, just missed. A nice pitch by Clark.
New zone here. It'll be interesting to see where, compared to last game, where the zone sits. And
throw over to first. Tough throw. Nice job grabbing that by Ace. Lefty move is always tricky to read.
Yeah, the hard part, that one gets by him, and I think Griffin might be standing on third, so you got to be a little careful.
As Clark delivers, just misses low, and it's 2-2, and Ellingson has worked the count to even.
The amazing thing with the lefty, you can tell he's got a good move and a good slide to home, Jesse, is he's locking legs on Griffin a little bit, and I haven't seen that happen yet with his speed.
Strength, nope, ball 4. Ooh. Okay, and I guess it was 3-2, so ball 4, working the walk is Ellingson.
It looks like we're going to get Harry Poole running for Ellingson in this game. And again, I don't think that one was far from a pay dirt. That's a tough one to let pass by, even if it's a 3-2 count, and especially if it's a 3-2 count.
Brings up Ashton Detloff. First base in the back pocket of Poole. Griffin gets an aggressive lead at second. As the wind picks up, that pitch is just high, and early indications it's going to be a tight zone in game number 2. The 1-0. That one's down Broadway, and it evens the count at 1-1. Again, we're off to the side, so our angle's a little bit different on balls and strikes. So we leave it to the men in charge. And Clark steps off. Hope you're enjoying the breeze through our microphone, says the 1-1 is on its way. Nice calming. Taking a nap, it's perfect. Swung on and waved at there, fouled back.
Good swing by Detloff there. Seemed like he was right on it, but not quite connecting.
And my guess is, just a guess, but I would say here's an arm angle change after a pretty good swing.
Fouled straight back on the 1-2, and we'll do it all over again. Feel like the wind may have switched a little bit. Swirling a little more. Clark takes a long look. Now comes the 1-2 off speed inside. Tries to back Detloff off the plate.
Well, and I like that pitch coming in on the hands because there's nothing really Detloff's going to do with that one. Now I'll look for maybe back to that outside corner as he's hit that consistently.
And now time called by Detloff as Clark and Griffin staring each other down with the lead at second. And that one hits Detloff and the base is full. That will bring up Alex Bloom. Just sense a little overthrowing right now from the lefty Clark.
Well, a little hyped up, I imagine, wants to come out, set the tone, set the pace. Again, knowing that the Yellowjackets at the top of the order is big, and you can tell what they feel right now about the Yellowjackets pitching staff. You're not playing for the double play in the middle. You bring everybody up, trying to cut off that first run at home.
Alex Bloom up the plate. Infield in, misses in. I know Jesse's been calling for it, and here's one of those opportunities for Alex Bloom.
Yeah, I talked to him between games. I said, do me a favor and hit a line drive over the second baseman's head. So we'll see if he's paying attention.
Said he hits one right over our head, fouls that one back, and it's 1-1 to count.
Is your new nickname second baseman because he hit it right over your head? But again, this is a good spot for him, and one of those, sometimes when you're not just getting, maybe choke up a little bit, not take a little off your swing, there's a lot of room in the outfield.
Off speed, just misses outside. Now 2-1. Hitters count again for Alex Bloom.
Seems like his off speed isn't quite biting when he wants it to. Might be overthrowing it just a little bit early.
That one ripped down the line over the bag. It's a fair ball. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score, and the Yellow Jackets strike first on an RBI double by Alex Bloom.
You know, it wasn't the second baseman, but I'm sure he'll take that one. Great job by moving some runners around, putting the barrel on it. That's a tough one to defend.
Right, and you can see this. You can see the smile from here, which tells you it's one of those. And he's been hitting the ball well. It's just been a lot of times he's kind of had that unlucky approach of it's hit right at somebody, and they did a nice job. That was smoke down the line.
That brings up Braden Anderson off the hands and fouled back. Nice piece of hitting, Alex Bloom, right over the baseline. And you want to talk about a confidence booster for him, but also a confidence dagger for the Panthers, as the Yellow Jackets put up 2 quickly against their ace, and it's now 0-2 to Anderson.
Right, and I think a little hyped up. Jesse talked about it earlier, just missing some spots. And if he gets dialed in, you can see he has the stuff to get outs.
Anderson pops that one up. Johanning back, makes the catch. It's going to be a deep enough to score a run. And the Yellow Jackets take a 3-0 lead on the sacrifice fly by Braden Anderson.
Tell you what, you could see that ball carry too with this wind blowing out a little bit. At the very end, that center fielder having to jump up and cut it off, but good play out there to get an out.
And you can tell off the bat that wasn't hit like right on the barrel, and yet it carried a long ways and almost snuck over the head, and that would have got the wheels in motion. But as it is, 3-0 Yellow Jackets, so great start by them in game number 2.
Brings up Seth Urbach. Takes strike 1. Top of the first, the Yellow Jackets struck for 3 runs on 2 hits. That one ripped down the line. It's a fair ball. Urbach an RBI, 4-0. He takes a big turn. He's going to 2. The throw won't be there. Urbach in with the double, and the Yellow Jackets lead 4-0.
You know, I think there's something to be said about, you know, the way this Jacket team's been hitting the ball earlier in the year. They've been wanting to swing the bat, and now they got a pitcher who's around the zone, so they're anxious to get their cuts in.
Well, and I'll even go a step further. Maybe I shouldn't here, but a different lineup in the second game. When you watch those guys that came in and played in that first game and they hit the ball so well, I think it ups your game as well, and that's exactly what Coach Mulcahy's probably looking for.
Well, the old saying is hitting is contagious, and that one backs up. Tate Zacharias back in the lineup. As Clark takes a long look, and Urbach delivers. That one just misses, and it's now 2-0.
I think that's one you can hear a few Park Rapids fans. That was one that was probably called last game that, you know, this umpire's not given to them, so they got to make that adjustment.
The 2-0 off the hands, check swing over to first base coach TJ Super.
Hands are probably stinging a little bit right now, and we've all been in that where you get jammed like that and it goes right off the handle of the bat. But again, you live for another pitch here as that rolled foul.
The 2-1. Swung on, fouled off to the right side.
It's like we had a hit and run there going, I think.
That's an element of surprise. You usually don't have that from second base. Well, James Mulcahy, creative with his base running plans. or it could have been a missed sign, but you never know. The 2-2, it is on again. He pops that one up. Johanning, late read, now Camp makes the catch to retire the side. Yellow Jackets strike to get 4 runs on 3 hits. They leave a runner, and after a half inning of play, the Yellow Jackets lead 4-0. Horseman Investments and Insurance can help you with your retirement planning goals and insurance protection needs. Kyle Van Dyke and his team provides educated retirement solutions, wealth management strategies, inheritance and legacy planning, and personalized auto, homeowners, and life insurance protection plans. We are here for your lifelong financial wellness. To set up an appointment, call Kyle Van Dyke at 218-236-6665 or email at kyle.vandyke@horseman.com.
Hansen's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
Welcome back. We head to the bottom of the first. Heath Safratovich, Braden Tretbar, and Jackson Soderberg due up to face Drew Ellingson. So you face 1A, and now you got 1B if you're Park Rapids offensively, now facing Drew Ellingson.
Yeah, and I think you can probably go 1C, and further with the Yellow Jackets, and that's what separates them, I think, from a lot of teams, is their ability to go deep with their pitching staff.
Ellingson's first pitch backs him off the plate.
And again, we'll see if that tight zone continues. And again, I think Ellingson lives with nibbling off corners and throwing that hard fastball. And if he doesn't get that call, we'll see how he reacts to that. And those are some of the adjustments in what you want to see in case you get a tight zone come playoff time.
The 2-0. And it's now 3-0. As it continues. It's strength to 3-0 in there. Nope, that's a ball 4. And a 4-pitch walk to start the inning.
Kind of deceiving. The point to first base and a strike are very similar out of the umpire tonight. And it's caught me off guard a couple times too.
Braden Tretbar steps in.
Well, let's see if they try to get something back. I think motion has got to be bunt. It looks like the Yellow Jackets might be looking for it here.
Right down Broadway, they want him to throw a strike, and Ellingson does just that, gets ahead 0-1. We'll see what head coach Kevin Murphy likes to do with the 0-1. Short lead, and he takes 0-2. So no bunt or thought of a bunt on display there. And Ellingson ahead 0-2. That one waved at strike 3.
I mean, I don't mean to second guess because that's why I'm up here and not down there doing that, but you've struggled to put the ball in play. It's not going to get any easier with Ellingson on the mound. I think when you get a runner, you got to do everything you can do to get him in scoring position, put some pressure on the Yellow Jackets defense, which they haven't faced all day yet.
Throw over to first, lunging back is Safratovich as Jackson Soderberg will step up again. The Panthers held to just 1 hit last game. Ellingson offers ground ball up the middle, base hit. Griffin coming in, and a base hit there for the third batter of the inning, Jackson Soderberg, and runners at first and second.
And I just look, and Jesse, you and I looked at each other and go, now if he was on second, now you're putting some pressure on, and You run your runner up the third baseline. Maybe you can sneak second, and you got guys on second and third now with one out. Instead, now you're still in double play with a really good, talented infield for the Yellow Jackets.
I think the biggest thing for me is, you know what you're going to get out of these Perm pitchers, and you got to find a way to get them out of their rhythm, and so far they have yet to do that.
That'll bring up DJ Clark, the pitcher. Pitch on its way, grounded to Bloom at second. On the hop to Anderson, the throw across, and the double play is turned, and just like that, the Jackets get out of the inning. And after one complete, the Yellow Jackets lead 4-0 on the 549 Media Network.
This year, United Community Bank wants to welcome you home. If you close on a new home or land purchase with United Community Bank before December 15th, you'll earn a $500 gift to a local business. Welcome home from your friends at UCB. Terms and conditions apply. Learn more at ucbankmn.com. United Community Bank, Perham, Frazee, Dent. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. NMLS number 421829.
Hi, my name's Wally Anderson. I've been at Tuffy's for 3 years at the warehouse. I just recently bought a Panoptics. It's like an underwater camera. Saved my profit sharing checks for it, and I purchased it, and I can't really wait to use it this winter go ice fishing. KLM's got better health insurance. Their profit sharing checks, it's a huge difference. It's bar none by far the best company to come work for.
McCall Construction is the Lakes Area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
We welcome you back to Al Krueger Field. Carson, Zeise, Tyrone, and Gavin Griffin coming up, and to start the Yellow Jacket half of the second, as the first pitch from Clark is on its way and slowing inside for a ball.
Well, Jesse, we talked between innings that we really thought you got to put pressure on if you're the Panthers. I don't think you can sit back. It's already 4-0. You wait, all of a sudden you don't have a chance to put pressure on the Yellow Jackets, and you know what you're going to get out of their pitching staff. So you and I think, both agree on that.
Yeah, absolutely. And just I have an aggressive nature, and that's kind of how we played the game back then, but everybody's got their own philosophy.
Well, and there's something about putting, to me, check swing, they appeal, I think. I don't know.
It's that point again.
It's not. Yeah, I think it's 2-1, or it might be 3-0.
I
the
think
scoreboard
he gave
says
a
2-1.
strike sign, but
back to the other discussion is Yellow Jacks we've seen this year, that one's fouled back to the left side and out of play. We haven't seen a team come here and really put them on their heels and put the pressure on them at all.
Well, it's windy today, and it's the wind's blowing it across the diamond for the infielders, and the third baseman's playing back. I just think you have to put pressure on the Yellow Jackets at some point.
Nicias off his glove. Zeise running on the way, and he goes out to second on the air.
You know, part of that with the wind too, but now we're getting into that time of night where the sun might be peeking out in that direction as well, so it's a tough spot to play here at Krueger Field.
Turns it over for the top of the order, Tyrone.
Well, and I think on the other hand, that's what I appreciate about Coach Mulkey and the way he coaches the game of baseball. You're going to see pressure. Here it is, you know, and now all of a sudden you put the wheels in motion, good things happen. Now you don't have to bunt. You've got Rooney who's been hitting well. All of a sudden now he's just got to slap it into the infield and you've scored another run. But you showed that bunt. You made the wheels turn in motion. You made the pitcher think. We couldn't have displayed it any better than what we were talking about.
Wild pitch moves the runner over to third. Rooney brought the bat back, now takes inside. And Zeise kind of daring the catcher Soderberg to throw down. That's now 2-0.
A glorious 1 minute second there without the wind barreling down on us. But, yeah, good job by the Yellow Jackets putting pressure on a really good pitcher here for the Panthers.
The Yellow Jackets showcasing why they are the number 3 ranked team right now in the state. They have high expectations, high aspirations. And games like this right now, it's working on those little things and continuing to keep the foot on the gas. As ground ball to the right side, it'll be an RBI ground out for Ty Rooney. The Yellow Jackets take a 5-0 lead.
And Jesse, you can follow up, but that's exactly what we're talking about. You show the bunt, you get a wild pitch. Now all you got to do is put it in play. You scored a run.
Yep, it's, like you said, you couldn't have drawn it up any better for our conversation, but you got to give the Yellow Jackets credit.
That'll bring up Gavin Griffin. But again, it's making a play. So that one's fouled back.
A little hesitation there by our commentator, but yeah, finish what you were going to say there.
Well, it's taking advantage of another mistake. A misplayed fly ball on left, then the wild pitch on the show and bunt. When they're giving you an out to move the runner over, and then just small ball, a ground ball drives in a run. And Griffin ropes that one through the hole, and he'll have another base hit.
Super optimistic by the Yellow Jackets, I think, is the way I would put it. They've done just so many good things. I don't think they've hardly left base runners when it's been an error or a misplay by the other team. They've found a way to get them in each and every time, and that's a huge recipe for success in high school baseball.
Well, and there's going to be a time where, we're seeing Park Rapids as ace, but where you may see a team later on in the year where you have to manufacture one run. You might need 1 or 2 runs to win a ball game, and everything extra you can do is what gets you over the hill.
Griffin swiped second, had a good jump on that one, and a tough pitch for Soderberg to even throw down. This pitch is outside to Drew Ellingson, heading the count 1-0. Now they fake the pickoff at second, chase Griffin back. This is kind of a dangerous spot, I think, right here, fellas, with Ellingson up to bat. That pitch must have been low, as it's 2-0.
Well, and you can see you try not to show your frustration on the mound, but really wanting that one were the Panthers.
The 2-0, Ellingson, big cut, right side, base hit. Griffin is waved. He will score. Ellingson, the big turn, and the Yellow Jackets add to the lead, 6-0.
Just some nice opposite field hitting. It's almost like we're on repeat with that statement, but you let the ball get deep, you throw the hands at it, and good things happen.
Brings a Bastion Detloff, hit by a pitch last time. Harry Poole will run again at first.
Well, and the thing is for the Yellow Jackets, you think about these innings, and it started with the misplayed ball on left. That would have been an out. Rooney's would have been an out. Your 2 outs. Now all of a sudden you've given up a couple runs, and Detloff puts the ball in play here.
No one covers second, but they eventually get there. As that play was a very unique play, is off the hands, hung up in the air. It drops in front of the third baseman, Trebauer, who throws to Safratovich to get the out at second.
And to finish my conversation, Jesse, that would have been out number 3. You're in the dugout. It's still 4-0. But you got to take care of the. Yep. You got to play the game, and you got to not give extra outs.
Well, Brian Alex Bloom doubled in 2 runs last inning. Checks his swing there, and apparently did not go. 1-0.
There's my favorite call in baseball: the appeal to the second base umpire.
And then he called it a strike, which I thought it was a strike.
I thought it was
without
a strike
a swing.
too. Yes.
That one's outside. The throw down. Good throw, Detloff, but the ball gets away, gets a stolen base.
He does a really nice job throwing from his knees, kind of Yadi Molina-ish back there, but puts the ball in there, and the Yellow Jacket runners have had to be very precise on their slides to get in there a couple times.
Best decision of the day, me going back to the truck to get my winter coat. As now the temperature's dropping too. This is getting more and more fun up here in the booth.
Yeah, they say it's so windy that the turkeys can fly today. So, yeah.
Air raid.
Indeed. 2-1.
Right up Gross wheelhouse there, turkey hunting.
Oh, yeah. Find them on aisle 4. The 2-1 in there for a strike.
Nice pitch there. And, you know, there's a case in point for you can see why you get a little frustrated as a pitcher. That hasn't been called all game, and now you get it, you know.
That misses outside. Now the count is full.
You know, going back to our conversation about Detloff in Game 1, we talked about how crucial it was when he could get his breaking ball across, and so far the Park Rapids pitcher hasn't quite spotted that one, but if he does here, you know, he could be pretty nasty.
Works a walk. And now Braden Anderson up to bat. Sacrifice fly his first time up. Shadows again, starting to loom. Runners at first and second for the Yellowjackets 2 away as that ball's fouled back along the right side and drops. Spacious outfield or foul territory here at Krueger Field.
By the way the first baseman stopped there, I thought it was out of play when it got up over the roof, but the catcher made the run all the way to the far side of the dugout.
Well, and that's the direction of the wind. So I have a feeling it off the bat, it looked like it was leaving the ballpark. In reality, it gets up into that wind gust, and it came back in, I believe. So play everything today.
And that one's in there for a strike. 0-2.
No hesitation by Anderson, so he's ready to hit.
Golfs that one to center field. Johanning back over his glove. It drops. 1 run will score. The second runner waved home, and he will score. And Braden Anderson drives in a pair with a 2-run double.
Braden's been seeing the ball really well. I think last home game, he had a couple nice barrels on, and you know, if he can get confident like he has been here, he's a pretty dynamic hitter.
This brings up Seth Urbach. Urbach puts a charge in the left center field gap. Off the glove, fumbled but caught for the catch to retire the side. But the Yellowjackets take an 8-0 lead after an inning and a half.
Hey, it's Tucker again. Did you know? EOT Insurance Agency.
McCall Construction is the Lakes Area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
Hi, my name's Wally Anderson. I've been at Tuffy's for 3 years at the warehouse. I just recently bought a Panoptics. It's like an underwater camera. Saved my profit sharing checks for it, and I purchased it, and I can't really wait to use it this winter go ice fishing. KLM's got a better health insurance. Their profit sharing checks, it's a huge difference. It's bar none by far the best company to come work for.
Charlie Johnson steps in to face Drew Ellingson and takes strike 1. Ellingson works again. That one's waved at. 0-2.
Again, a dynamic fastball you're going to see here out of Ellingson.
And 3 straight to Charlie Johnson for the first out.
Yeah, Ellingson, when your team builds a lead, he's one who can just pump the zone with some authority, and he can just go to work now.
Caden Shepard steps in. Worked out of some trouble in the first, did Ellingson. Takes or delivers a strike there. A nice double play turn by Bloom, Anderson, and Detloff in the middle of the infield to get out of the inning. And that one's upstairs for a ball.
What I like about Ellingson, I think what you could see in playoff time is he could come close out a game, pitch that last inning, and then turn around and pitch the next day into the next game and be your starter. And that's pretty dynamic because he can close the door in a hurry.
Waved on for another strikeout. The third strikeout of the day for Ellingson. Now will bring up Wyatt Johanning.
And what I like about Drew is I think he saw the matchup, saw the ace for the Panthers, and that ups his game as the strike there with the fastball. He's just that type of competitor that he likes that natural competition and kind of pitcher on pitcher.
Quickly ahead. 0-2. And Ellingson's looking to strike out the side. And he does just that.
Wow, what an inning for Drew.
3 up, 3 down after 2. Yellowjackets 8-0.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perham, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction, your vision, our team.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Why would you wander around a warehouse store looking for paint when you could just swing by your neighborhood Ace? In addition to Ace's award-winning service, we have top-rated paint brands. Plus, our color matching technology allows us to match any color. So stop wandering and start painting. Head to your neighborhood Ace today.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell
and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware.
You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware,
right here in downtown Perham.
When you're running a business, you don't have time for doubt. You need a banking partner you can trust. One who is as invested in the success of your business as you are, and has all the products and services you need under one roof. At Bremer Bank, we're here to listen and learn because you know your business best, and we'll back you up with insightful advice and personalized solutions that help you achieve your goals. Work with Bremer Bank because understanding is everything.
Energy-efficient technologies have the power to connect us all, so we can save more than ever before. Evolve. And make choices that are smart. For you. For them. And for all of us. Because with energy-efficient technologies, we can connect to a better, smarter home.
Tate Zacharias to lead things off against a new pitcher. New pitcher will be Jackson Soderberg. New catcher as well, with Soderberg going to the mound in the top of the third. That one popped to right field. Giving Chase Homer, back it up, makes a nice catch in right field. Does Homer for the outs. And the leadoff batter is retired in the third.
You just don't know when the ball gets up above the grandstand today. I mean, it's, as you can hear, it's whipping pretty good still.
Now we'll bring up Harry Poole. Sorry, Lance.
No, that's okay. I was just going to say, Jason talked about the swirling winds, and we kind of left him out to dry there. But it is. You watch the flags going one way, all of a sudden it's going a different direction, and it's just a mess. So almost your routine fly ball is the way to get on base tonight.
Poole takes that one low in the dirt, evens the count at 1-1. A 1-1, low for a ball. Soderberg delivers. Puggle fouls that one back. Looks like, I believe that's a Ruther giving chase. 2-2.
I believe you are correct, and Poole right on that one, looking to see if he can straighten it out here.
The 2-2 on its way. Low in the dirt. Full count to Poole. On deck, Ty Rooney. The 3-2 is outside for a ball, and Poole works the walk. Turns it over to the top of the order. Ty Rooney 0 for 2 on the end of 8 with an RBI ground out in the second, ground out in the first.
Good at bat, and you talked about it earlier, Jesse. Sometimes it's hard to just stay within yourself when it's this type of game, but nice job by Poole fouling off a couple and then working out a walk.
Pitch low to Rooney. It's now 1-0. Poole bluffs. Rooney slaps it to left field. Giving Chase. Nisius makes a nice running catch on that one. And the second out on the fly out to left.
Fascinating. Detloff pitches the first game, and he's been in that bullpen a long time. Must have just needing some work, and I guess nowadays pitchers really know what they need, so he's been heating it up over there for quite a while.
Griffin, pass ball, allows Poole to go to second. Griffin, 2 singles. 2 runs scored.
Seeing the lefty in the bullpen, I thought for sure it was Joey Ecker getting a few.
I think he's behind stretching, so yeah, he's waiting his turn to get on the
This is about his time to get rolling.
He's been known to throw a complete game or two in the bullpen while he warms up. That pitch swung on but held. Checked his swing, did Griffin. And it's 2-0. The 2-0 to Griffin. Fouled to the right side. It's now 2-1. Athletic play in the Park Rapids bullpen as it's now 2-1. A runner at second. The 2-1. Waved at a vicious cut there by Griffin as his eyes were wide open on that one with that cut.
That had 340 written all over it. I think that's where he was looking to go at about that. The lone tree that's left over there might have lost a few branches.
The 2-2 popped up right side. Ace giving chase, comes in and it drops.
Well, if the laws of baseball, the count's 2-2, and you don't catch the fly ball, I can about guess what's going to happen here.
I would not be surprised. I know you're not making the call with the call, but I could see a 2-run bomb here.
I think you're safe to make the call here.
2-2 the count. Ooh, and waved and held on by the catcher. And the Yellow Jackets threaten. They do not score after 2.5. It's 8-0.
At New Horizons Realty, we're on your team. For over 25 years, we've been helping families and businesses find the perfect place to call home here in the Lakes area. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just dreaming, we've got the experience and local knowledge to guide you through every step of your real estate journey. As proud supporters of the Perham Yellowjackets, we believe in building strong teams on the mat, court, or field, and in the community. Check out our current listings at perhamrealestate.com or give us a call today at 218-346-7767.
At Hilltop Lumber, we're not just about building materials. We're about building relationships. We're honored to be recognized for our excellence in our industry, but the greatest reward? It's the trust we built with our customers. It's not just about providing quality materials, it's about building strong relationships. We're proud to be a part of the communities we serve, working with you to bring your vision to life. Because at Hilltop Lumber, success is measured by the partnerships we create and the homes, businesses, and dreams we help build together. Hilltop Lumber, where we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
Back, Mason Nicias just made a nice catch in left field last inning. Leads things off, swings at that one upstairs. 0-1. Owen Hayes, and then the top of the order, due up to face Drew Ellingson. Strike 2 on the corner, and Ellingson's now pumping strikes. Struck out the side in the second. Just misses outside. He's trying to extend the zone on that one. 1-2. Strike 3 called. That's 4 straight strikeouts for Drew Ellingson.
Getting a lot of practice at around the horn here today, and Ellingson just he's not even looking for off-speed stuff right now. He's just going fastball mode and saying, if you can hit this, good for you, but I don't think you can.
Upstairs for a ball, and you throw into the fact we've touched on in almost every broadcast now as a batter facing this pitcher like Drew Ellingson, trying to pick that ball up out of his hands with the channel looming as that one's waved at.
Leaving that alone.
The 1-1. Oh, back to the right side.
Sorry.
Couple of jumps. And you guys were questioning why I brought the chair. And now you're starting to see why maybe.
What, are you going to hold it up to knock the ball down?
Well, if I sit down enough. The 1-2. Foul or waved at. And that's 5 straight.
Yeah, he's just dialing it right now, and you can see the confidence is there. He's just locating so well, and he in that fastball, I would guess, I don't know what you guys think, but it's in the upper 80s, low 90s, I would guess at times.
And throws in a bender.
Oh man, that's nasty. You feel bad.
About the time you sit on that fastball and try to just swing.
0-2.
Again, I hate to go back to our, but try to lay down a bunt, something, because you got to get Ellingson out of his rhythm right now.
6 straight strikeouts, and after 3, the Jackets lead 8-0.
Since 1980, more families have trusted Jack Chivers Realty than anyone else in the Lakes area. I'm Blake Olson, the owner of Jack Chivers Realty. Our dedicated agents have a deep understanding of the area.
We live here, and our kids go to school here. Let us find the perfect home for you and your family, or lean on our knowledge and marketing to sell your home. Find out how Chivers delivers right here in Perham. Reach out today and start packing. JackChiversRealty.com.
At the Perham Area Community Center, we have something for everyone. Let us help you reach your fitness goals, connect with others, or just have a little fun. We offer a state-of-the-art weight room, weight resistance and cardio machines, and inspiring spin studio. If walking is your preference, our walking track is just the thing for you. We have over 20 fitness classes offered weekly. Yoga, Zabit, Strength, and Senior Fit, those are just a few. Our aquatic center is equipped with a 6-lane lap pool, kiddie pool, and water slide. Adults can relax in the sauna and hot tub. We also offer water fitness classes and open swim for the family. Find your fit at the Pack. We'd love to have you here.
Welcome back. Drew Ellingson, Ashton Detloff, Alex Bloom coming up. Heading one to reach, Braden Anderson. Ellingson walked and scored in the first, drove in a run with a single in the second. And catch in the corner, that one was Soderberg, who had a nice first inning of relief. Walked one batter, but retired the other three.
When you watch him throw from his knees from home to second, you know there's some pop in that arm.
Ellingson thought about it. Oh, they called a strike. Or it's actually 1-1. First pitch was a strike, sorry.
I thought they'd at least appeal that, but
2-1.
I think Soderberg did, but he looked behind and didn't realize he wanted that to take a look at, but didn't find the umpire.
Back Ellingson up 3-1.
Little action in the bullpen for the Jackets.
Right on cue.
Waved at by Ellingson. 3-2 now.
Soderberg with the sneaky fastball. It kind of gets up on your hands in an awful hurry. You can see the Yellow Jackets maybe have to quicken up the bats just a little.
Ellingson works a walk.
You know, sometimes you get those catchers who are, have a pretty good short arm, powerful release. It reminds me of like a Jan-Erik Lindberg, who can pump it pretty good from the mound just from zipping the ball in his knees behind the plate all day.
Liam Puyu running at first. Ashton Detloff hit by a pitch and scored in the first. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the second. Steps in. Puyu gets his lead. That pitch is outside and high. And it's a ball one.
Again, the Panthers, I think their ill will of today has been the location with their pitching staff, just really struggling to throw strikes. And I know from playing infield, you guys know from playing infield, once you get in these deep counts over and over again, you start playing on your heels instead of on your toes, and it gets to be a long game, and that's when errors happen.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
The 2-0 upstairs. And it's now 3-0.
Going to be interesting if the Yellow Jackets stay true and look at a pitch, or if he has green light here.
Getting his timing down, 3-1.
I think we now have our fourth wind direction of the game, of the doubleheader tonight. Now it's directly hitting us in the back of the neck.
And Detloff works a walk. That might help through the microphones, as we can block that with our melons up here.
Or if we block the wind like we block the sun, we're doing a pretty good job.
That's why everybody's sitting down right below us here.
Alex Bloom steps up. Takes strike one.
If you can't laugh at yourselves, who can you laugh at? Well, tried and true, the Yellow Jackets are probably going to score here, because seems like when they take advantage of the other teams' errors, mistakes, walks, this is where they've been really, really good. And let's see if that continues here in this inning.
First and second, nobody out. The 1-1 to Bloom. Upstairs, 2-1.
Again, a little tighter strike zone. Now it's got to feel real tight when you're not really pitching that well. Nice job, Bloom.
Base hit, they waved the runner. The throw to home is offline. Runner taken out for third, it's thrown out. Oh, might miss the tag, but that's a ball beat you situation. And an RBI single for Alex Bloom, but the runner gunned out at third.
Another good job of hitting by Bloom there, being patient. Basically cutting the diamond in half with one up the middle and scoring a run.
The old-fashioned 7-2-5 to get Detloff.
I don't have that one on my bingo card, but if you do, you're probably going to win.
Braden Anderson steps up, lofts that one left side, and that one drops foul.
Again, I think a little bit, Jesse, you went back to communication, and I think once it's those things. It's hard to hear and whatever, but I don't really see the communication, like who is taking control in the infield for the Panthers, and it's cost them some runs today.
For sure, and with that, I think, when you're down big and you haven't played well for a couple games, everybody wants to be the guy to make that play and get you going, and you can't hit a 9-run home run, and you can't get 3 outs at once. So just stay to your basics and fundamentals and keep working.
Off the hands, fouled off, and it's now 0-2 to Anderson. Anderson on the afternoon, sacrifice fly in the first and a 2-run double in the second. Has driven in 3 runs. Alex Bloom has 3 RBIs as well. Bloom a triple and a home run away from the cycle. The pitch waved, fouled straight back.
Into the netting, but I still jumped.
One away here in the Yellow Jacket half of the fourth.
Well, it's been noted to hear foul balls when they're not even foul, so that's what happens when a few get back into here. You start hearing voices, and boy, we've had some hot shots back in here.
That pitch low for a ball and kicked, but the runner unable to advance. 2-2 the count.
This pitcher almost comes set a couple times. If he's consistent with it, that's fine, but don't be surprised if he gets called for a balk here with one little shoulder twitch.
We know someone in this vicinity, in this area, that would be all over that. That pitch is outside for a ball. And Anderson works a walk. Nice at bat there for Braden Anderson.
And Jesse, you talked about it earlier. I think Anderson's a key for the Yellow Jackets. I think it gives you one more veteran presence and a really good baseball mind.
Yeah, no doubt. I know Braden, had some times of struggle last year at the plate, but you can tell he's put the work in, and he's eager to be, considered one of the key factors of this Yellow Jacket lineup.
Upstairs, want to know?
Well, and he spent his time with injury, and I can speak on behalf of my family with injury. You spend that extra time in the weight room that you might not, as there's a swing and a miss, and you can tell his upper body and where the power comes from. He's got it put together now, and it's going to turn to great things.
That one misses inside. Honors at first and second. Yellow Jackets leading 9-0. Waved at. And now it's 2-2. Outside for a ball, works the count full to Zerbach.
Again, it's one of those spots, 9-0. My guess is they'll stay. You might see, if it was closer game, you'd see the Yellow Jackets in motion. Another hit batsman.
Base is now full of Yellow Jackets.
Colton Lehman better have the ice packs ready after this game. As many players has been hit by the Panthers today, and there might be a few little bruised areas for the Yellow Jackets.
I'll bring up Tate Zacharias. And another ball. Backs will have to play.
Tate put a charge into one last at bat, got up in the jet streams a little bit, made good contact. Be fun to see him put the barrel on one again.
The 1-0 is in there for a strike.
Well, we talked about it early. You can kind of see with the Panthers right now, they're kind of back on their heels a little bit. That optimism of game, having your ace come out now has kind of set in the realism of the Yellowjackets as it comes right over our heads again. You just don't see the pep in their step like we did in those first couple innings.
That ball is going to be retired for the evening, sitting in a mud puddle behind us.
1-2 the count. A pitch on its way. Grounded left side, scooped at third. The throw home for one is errant. That allows a run to score. A big turn at third, and another run will score for the Yellowjackets. Maybe a third. Nope. Big turn. They'll hold it. And another error allows another run to score.
I think they're going to say time was
called.
And again, that's the aggressive base running of the Yellowjackets, and it's one of those. I think you saw Coach Mulcahy didn't run on 3 and 2, but you take what's given to you, and they're doing that, and they're staying aggressive and putting the pressure on the Panthers defense. We have a trip to the mound.
Yellowjackets lead 11-0. We'll take a break.
Hansen's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
Yes, garbage is gross, but here at Steve's Sanitation, we are your trash experts with experience to back it up. At Steve's Sanitation, we know how to schedule your trash pickups without missing a beat, and we have been doing it for over 30 years in Perham and the Lakes area. Steve's Sanitation has been voted the best garbage service in the Lakes area since 2019. With 30 dedicated employees, we're here to take care of your trash. For more information, call us at 218-346-4834 or visit our website at stevesanitation.com. Horseman Investments and Insurance can help you with your retirement planning goals and insurance protection needs. Kyle Van Dyke and his team provides educated retirement solutions, wealth management strategies, inheritance and legacy planning, and personalized auto, homeowners, and life insurance protection plan. We are here for your lifelong financial wellness. To set up an appointment, call Kyle Van Dyke at 218-236-6665 or email at kyle.vandyke@horseman.com.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
Welcome back. New pitcher on the hill is Heath Safratovich. Will get his chance at the Yellowjackets. That pitch misses for a ball. That one's in there for a strike to Harry Poole.
Tate Zacharias must play for the Pirates. He's got those top 2 buttons unbuttoned.
No, one more.
Oh, not enough?
No.
Ground ball to short. Harry Poole picks up the RBI. Nice pick at first.
Very nice.
And it's now 12-0.
But the good things happen. Put the ball in play. Nice job. And it's a running joke between Growth and I about the buttoning of the jerseys. And it's all in good fun. And again, Pirates opening up this weekend, right?
They do indeed against the Diamond Hawks as Tegan Schmelz will step up for Ty Rooney.
Is that one here or there?
That is it. Beautiful Dent at 1:30 at Jake Wolford Field.
Jake Wolford Field. Bring your mosquito spray.
Should be a fun
unless it's
one.
windy like this, and you probably got a good shot. But yeah, it makes you feel like summer when amateur baseball gets rolling around too.
That pitch is upstairs, floor ball to Schmelz, and one of the now becoming a veteran Pirate, big fan of the buttons down, is in attendance and was here earlier today, Blaze Schmidt. As that one's popped out of play.
I was going to mention that, but I didn't know who has been inked or not inked for contract yet this year. But
he's locked in on the contract.
If it's windy like this and 45 degrees, we may see the buttoned-up version of the Pirates coming out.
I don't think there is ever a buttoned-up version of the Perham Pirates with the uniforms.
I heard they sew the other side shut.
That's upstairs for a ball. Apparently they have an entertaining Twitter account as well.
Yeah, and a lot of these, like you said, it's kind of fun because there's a crossover, there's a swing and a foul. That a lot of these kids are playing multi-seasons between Legion ball, and then you get some amateur games in, and the high school, of course. But it's a good way to see this game continue to grow and continue to be a fun to watch.
Hot shot down to third off the bat of Schmelz, a throw across the diamonds in time. Touch on that. You mentioned also, you talk about the amateur ball. You got a Miller behind the plate and a few Bluffton players, Midway players here in the crowd. So it's another way of growing the game of ball.
Absolutely, and that's what you got to love about they call America's game. And once you played baseball, I think it's always in your blood as well.
Yellow Jackets get 4. They lead 12-0. We'll take a break.
I'm Jen Hendrickson with United Community Bank. Jacket pride isn't something we take lightly. We support the teachers and support staff that help teach our children every day. We support local Perm athletes with our Battle of the Bees sponsorship nights. And every year we award 4 scholarships to Perm seniors. Yellow Jackets are my team, and United Community Bank is my bank.
We take pride in what we send out. When you open a bag of licorice, you want that licorice to look good, you want that licorice to taste good. We work for you. We take pride in what we're making and what we are offering. It is so important to me. I do thank KLM from the bottom of my heart. They believe you and your family is important.
Hey, it's Tucker again. Did you know? EOT Insurance Agency.
Welcome back. Multiple changes for the Yellow Jackets, Jesse Hine. I'll let you go through those quick.
Yeah, we got Jaden Schrupp back in at first base. Ellingson moves to third. Looks like we have Olson out in left. Harry Poole in right. Liam Puliu at second. I missed anything? Tegan Schmelz behind the plate, and Joey Ecker pitching.
Nice job, Jesse. That one's fouled back on a big cut there by Sawyer Harvey, who's getting his first at-bat today. As the Yellow Jackets apparently missed the pitcher, goes back to the mound.
Usually you hear Mulcahy fire off from the dugout when that kind of stuff happens, but
that one's in the dirt for a ball. Well, I know you guys are going to leave me hanging because you know I didn't see it. So after that one, the last game,
I'd be lying to you if I saw it either.
Well, I'll lie to you both. I saw it. No, I didn't either. I was Ecker's got an interesting wind up at the plate. He leaves the rubber and he turns his back almost to you, so he's trying to sneak that fastball or whatever pitch, hide it, and it's kind of fun to watch him go through his windup here.
A lot of levers in motion.
Grounded to the right side, scooped up, Bloom fires across, off line, Strump unable to corral that and trying to keep his foot on the bag. It gets away from him. And they will rule it an error on the throw. That allows the runner to reach.
Now we're getting a pinch runner, number 17.
That is Seth Trumbull. He will run at first.
Again, Ellingson's got to be really thrilled to come in at third right as the sun now peeks into his eyes.
Jackson Soderberg with the cut down the line, tailing foul. Off the base of the fence in left.
Charge put into that one.
Yeah, that was a shot, and again, I'm guessing off and running that would have scored one for the Panthers.
Ecker takes a look at the runner at first, comes to the plate. Outside corner for a ball. Ecker's been kind of a nice innings eater for the Yellow Jackets and has been very effective in that role.
Yeah, talking with Coach Mulcahy this week. Sorry about that. Looks like we got a pass ball. Talking with Coach Mulcahy this week, you know, I just brought up how crucial Joey's been to just come in and throw strikes no matter the situation, and he's been very pleased with, you know, his ability to just close out the noise and just continue to fire the strike zone. I know that's ironic after a wild pitch, but he'll settle in here and keep it rolling.
Nice visit from Tegan Schmelz quickly. Get on the same page as the runner on second. Get the signs figured out. As the pitch is offered, into the dirt, gets by Schmelz, allows the runner to advance to third, and now Park Rapids is threatening. Back-to-back wild pitches, but nobody out has the Panthers threatening to cut into this lead.
And we kind of talked between innings that Ecker likes to spend a lot of time in the bullpen and get a lot of warm-up pitches. And you mentioned, Jesse, I don't know that he was in there as long as he likes to be. All kidding aside, he might not have got the pitches he likes to throw.
Grounded left side, foul.
Because we haven't seen him with this kind of wildness yet. Usually he comes in and he's really around the plate and can nibble both inside, outside corner and kind of has a sneaky fastball.
The 3-2. Ball four.
Oh, that hand signal gets me every time.
You too. I'm in the same boat every time.
Man, he puts that arm up and then he points.
Yeah, I think he realized he's pointing with the wrong hand right away, so he adjusts. Working the walk there was Soderberg, and now DJ Clark will step in. See if Park Rapids elects to get creative with first and third. I know you're trailing 12-0. You don't want to run into outs, but you want to work on some things as well as the season progresses. That one's in their first strike. Most importantly, you want to get that goose egg off the board, build on that, and then try to extend this game as much as you possibly can. The 0-1. Grounded right side. That will get a run in. The only play is first, but the runner overruns second, dives back safely, and he's in.
Good attempt there, just continuing the play, not getting lazy. Good throw by Schrupp over there to keep the runner honest.
Well, Park Rapids gets on the board. Now I'll bring up Charlie Johnson.
Well, if there's any theme to this inning with Park Rapids scoring, it's a number in the error column leads to a number in the scoring column. I mean, we talked about it with Staples and Holly who were here. That was their Achilles heel, and Thankfully, we haven't seen a lot out of the Jackets, but it's a good lesson at the end of the day.
Ecker delivers off speed, backs Johnson off the plate. 1-1.
I think our cameras are picking that up, but that's a nice off-speed pitch. Comes over the top like he does with his fastball. Really takes something off of it. It dove right at the feet. That's a tough one to lay off.
That one waved in. The ball ends up in center field.
Again, it's the little things that you got to look at for the Yellow Jackets. And I heard Coach Malke say, right idea, throw behind him, maybe not the right spot. But as that happened, you watch Ecker go back up third base. It's those little things that end up being the big things come to the end of the season.
Waved in. Drop third strike to throw to first. In time, the runner will take third. Strikeout 2-3 put out for Johnson. Soderberg swipes third. 2 away. It brings up Caden Shepard.
Good job getting the out there. It's not always easy throwing from the catcher's position to first when there's a runner there, but good, accurate throw by Schmelz.
A nice job establishing on the inside on that one, and that off-speed pitch is in there for a strike.
That is dirty. That's a nice little bender.
Yeah, comes at the exact arm angle that his fastball comes in, and it just dives.
That one fouled back. 0-2.
Again, just like we talked about, Ecker settling in a little bit now and around the plate, and he does a good job of moving that strike zone in and out.
Waved at, ball in the dirt. Schmelz calls inside, throws down, and another 2-3 put out on the strikeout to retire on the side. Park Rapids gets one, and after 4 complete, it's 12-1.
McCall Construction is the Lakes Area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Why would you wander around a warehouse store looking for paint when you could just swing by your neighborhood Ace? In addition to Ace's award-winning service, we have top-rated paint brands. Plus, our color matching technology allows us to match any color. So stop wandering and start painting. Head to your neighborhood Ace today.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell
and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware.
You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware,
right here in downtown Perham.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
Welcome back. 549 Media Network. We head to the top of the 5th. Yellow Jackets 4 in the first, 4 in the second, 4 in the fourth. 1 for Park Rapids. And on your Ottertail Power Company scoreboard, it is correct. 12 runs, 7 hits, 1 error, 1 run, 1 hit, 2 errors. Jason Grohl with Lance Rock, Jesse Hind, Kevin Griffin coming up, 2 for 3. 2 hits, 2 runs scored, and a strikeout. Swings first pitch, fouls that one off. Safratovich sets and delivers. Off speed, fouled off to the right side, way ahead of that one. was Griffin. Off the cap of the bat. And it's 0-2 to Griffin. A hanger driven out to right center field and deep. And that ball will drop, go into the fence, and Griffin will turn and add to his team record. Total with the slide into third with another triple.
He's become a friend with that right center gap, and that's a long ways for those fielders to run, and it opens up a lot of running room for him.
Brings up Drew Ellingson. Walked in the first, he scored. Singled in a run in the second, and then walked in the fourth and scored.
Brian Gonzalez running at third now.
As Drew Ellingson will step in again with a 12-1 Yellow Jacket lead. That one's inside. The Yellow Jackets adding to that number one spot in the heart of the Lakes. Proven to 6-0 if the score holds. Ground ball right side. Ellingson picks up another RBI. Nice piece of hitting there by Drew Ellingson, and the Yellow Jackets lead 13-1.
Yeah, really nice piece of hitting there. Just doing what you need to do to get that run in. Gonzalez with a good break there. Kind of empties the bases, but the way the Yellow Jackets are going, you just start over again.
I'll bring up Jaden Schrupp. Takes ball one. The 1-0 waved at there. It's now 1-1.
Schrupp still staring at that 310 sign after his first game today, getting his first career hit as a grand slam.
Chop to the right side. Foul ball's the call. 1-2. One and two, one away. Top of the fifth. Schrupp pops that one up right side.
This could be dangerous.
And it drops off the glove. We'll see what the official scoring is on that one. That's a tough play, but
I think they put error up on the board.
Yeah, they gave it to the wrong team, though.
Yeah,
they did.
That'll be E4. It brings up Alex Bloom. Outside for a ball. Schrupp caught, but it gets back.
Ooh.
The throwdown. Must have thought he was going or heard something from the dugout. You hate to see that happen because that's the one that bounces past and rolls into center field and then gives some free bases to the Yellow Jackets.
That one roped by Bloom to center field and caught for the out. Tough luck there. Alex Bloom roped that one to center, but caught by Joe Henning for the out.
That just kind of sums up his first part of the year. I know he's been putting a good charge to the baseball today, but sometimes it's right at somebody.
Right, he's hit the ball well, and a law of averages is going to balance out for him, and he's a good hitter, putting a good charge in a lot of swings, just finding the glove of the other team, unfortunately.
Liam Schumacher will step up and hit. And that's a strike.
Kind of a dramatic leg kick here by the pitcher for the Panthers, and catching the Yellow Jackets a little bit as he's watching here.
It's in the dirt for a ball. The 1-1. Check swing. Oh, that's a strike, not a check swing, it's just a strike.
I think I can still see the stitching in the back of Liam Schumacher's jersey from where he got hit in game 1.
Strike 3 called. Down on strikes, the Yellow Jackets add to the lead as they lead 13-1. We'll take a break.
I'm Ryan Rusted with United Community Bank. United Community Bank has served the Lakes area since 1911. We're proud that you, your grandparents, your kids, and your grandkids have chosen UCB. We know the power of a smile and a handshake. Perham, Dent, Frazee, those are our communities. And United Community Bank is our bank.
We take pride in what we send out. When you open a bag of licorice, you want that licorice to look good, you want that licorice to taste good. We work for you. We take pride in what we're making and what we are offering. It is so important to me. I do thank KLN from the bottom of my heart. They believe you and your family is important.
At the Perham Area Community Center, we have something for everyone. Let us help you reach your fitness goals, connect with others, or just have a little fun. We offer a state-of-the-art weight room, weight resistance and cardio machines, and inspiring spin studio. If walking is your preference, our walking track is just the thing for you. We have over 20 fitness classes offered weekly. Yoga, Zabit, Strength, and Senior Fit, those are just a few. Our aquatic center is equipped with a 6-lane lap pool, kiddie pool, and water slide. Adults can relax in the sauna and hot tub. We also offer water fitness classes and open swim for the family. Find your fit at the Pack. We'd love to have you here.
Welcome back. Yellow Jackets making a pitching change. Alex Bloom will pitch now for the Yellow Jackets. Seth Trumbull will lead off. That one's popped to the right side. Giving chase is Trump, but it'll drop. Bloom on the work of Joey Ecker. First it was Drew Ellingson. That pitch outside for a ball. That one's in there for a strike.
Seems like Bloom's got a little more velocity on his fastball than maybe he had last year. I don't know if that's something he changed or worked on, but it seems like he's got pretty good zip on that.
The 1-1 upstairs.
Well, and you just get to see what we were talking about the Yellow Jackets pitching staff as they just keep rolling guys out here and they keep throwing strikes and doing a good job. And it also gives Schmelz a chance to catch multiple guys here in real live game situations.
Grounding back to Bloom, he'll fire to first for the first out. One away in the fifth. Brings up Mason Isius.
It's the beauty of bringing your shortstop to play pitcher. That PFP is a little more sure-handed than some.
Strike one. Ball one. Is that inside? You hear the Park Rapids Panthers still in the wearing?
I'm not sure at 13-1 I would be wearing anything. I'm going to go up and get my hacks at this point.
You're swinging out of your cleats at a 13-1 score right now. That one's down Broadway. 2-0. 2-2 the count. fouled to the right side. And we'll do it all over again. Thank you for tuning in today. Yellowjackets putting up a great effort and looking to go 2-0 on the afternoon.
I mean, he swung.
Yep, and they ring him up on the check. Jesse with the call.
Sorry, I was kind of a knee-jerk reaction there, but
fan first, commentator second. That's how we roll up here.
Sometimes forget.
Well, if they're asking for you, they got the call.
They didn't appeal to me that time.
Nice bender for a strike.
Yeah, it's kind of that Drew Ellingson factor. After you blow by a few fastballs, you throw a curveball and make the hitter look silly sometimes.
Upstairs for a ball to Chase Landstrom, getting his first at bat on the afternoon. Chance Landstrom takes that one outside. The 2-1 is outside. And it's now 3-1. Strike 2. Bloom comes back with a nice pitch there.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jesse. I see that velocity, and it gets on the hitter quicker than what I saw last year.
Strike 3 called, and that will do it. Yellowjackets pick up a 13-1 victory. Nice victory again for the Jackets. We'll take a break, come back, wrap things up here from Krueger Field.
Hansen's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
Yes, garbage is gross, but here at Steve's Sanitation, we are your trash experts with experience to back it up. At Steve's Sanitation, we know how to schedule your trash pickups without missing a beat, and we have been doing it for over 30 years in Perham and the Lakes area. Steve's Sanitation has been voted the best garbage service in the Lakes area since 2019. With 30 dedicated employees, we're here to take care of your trash. For more information, call us at 218-346-4834 or visit our website at stevesanitation.com. Horseman Investments and Insurance can help you with your retirement planning goals and insurance protection needs. Kyle Van Dyke and his team provides educated retirement solutions, wealth management strategies, inheritance and legacy planning, and personalized auto, homeowners, and life insurance protection plans. We are here for your lifelong financial wellness. To set up an appointment, call Kyle Van Dyke at 218-236-6665 or email at kyle.vandyke@horseman.com.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
Welcome back. Al Krueger Field, the Yellowjackets sweep and improve to 9-0 overall, 6-0 in the HOL. Park Rapids falls to 5-5 on your Undertale Power Company scoreboard. We thank you for tuning in. I'm Jason Groth, Jesse High, and Lance Rock as we wrap things up today. A couple of things to take care of, but a fun one here for the Yellowjackets today.
Yeah, and I think they did exactly what we talked about in the pregame show. They had to come, but just not in so many words, show Park Rapids Panthers who's boss, and I think they did just that. What I've been impressed with, I knew all along, or I thought I knew all along, how this pitching staff was going to look, Jesse. I wasn't so sure how the batting was going to come along for these Yellow Jackets, because it's been a little hit and miss. No pun. Well, there is a pun intended there. It's been a little hit and miss, but they've been really impressive this year in the fact that it's been multiple different people who have come through for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, it's definitely heading into the year. You had to replace a few studs in the lineup, and it was going to be can they hit 5 through 9, and so far this year, some might say, oh, it's early, but it's May. I mean, we're there. We're seeing a lot of good things. A lot of young guys got in the lineup tonight, put the ball in play, and or over the fence, out of play if you want to talk about the first game, but just really good things. They're playing the game the right way, taking extra bases when they can, and just being sure with the ball.
Well, and the calendar has flipped, and so now you've seen the pitching staff for the Yellow Jackets round up. You know what you're going to have in Detloff. Ellingson, you know what you're going to have. Bloom. Ecker's been the inning eater. I think you're going to have to see now coming up as we turn this page, we're going to have to see a lot of we're going to have to see a few more pitchers for the Yellow Jackets, Jason, and I think it'll be interesting to see who those extra arms are, because if you're going to make it through a tournament, let's not hope that the Yellow Jackets lose one of those early rounds, but if you do, you need to have a lot of arms to go through that tournament.
Well, you win that first one, the double elimination format, you're playing 1 or 2 games a day, and you got to have depth. And so far, we know what you're going to get from Detloff and Ellingson. Who's going to be the third or the fourth starter that's going to really step up? Alex Bloom with a nice performance. We talked about Joey Ecker, eats some innings. But where's the Yellow Jacket depth on the mound? And some of these games have given them the opportunity to throw some different kids when they have the big leads.
Yeah, fun night for the Yellow Jackets. I think all of that will come out in the wash. I think if they keep attacking the way they have on offense, giving what the opponents are giving them, and at the end of the day, play good defense. Because if you play good defense and you pitch well, I think you're going to be in most of these games, Jesse.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing I took from tonight is when things got out of hand, the Yellow Jackets kept playing their brand of baseball, and they were attacking all the time. They played clean for the most part. A couple little shake-ups in the second game, but that's to be expected when you have some different people in the lineup, and when the game gets out of hand. But they're still doing things right. They were patient at the plate and just had some good rallies throughout the day.
Steve Sanitation, player of the game. We're going to give it to Alex Bloom. Back came alive, had a big day at the plate. Drove in 3 runs, had a double, a single, scored 3 runs, and a nice day for him overall. Closes that out on the mound in the last inning. And he gets the Steve Sanitation player of the game. When you look at game 1, we also talked about Ashton Detloff and Jaden Schrupp, and there's a name that you hadn't heard all year. Schrupp comes in, steps up, big position, and you just talk about developing depth. We talked about it on the mound just a few seconds ago, but across the diamond, they're developing depth overall, because you don't wish an injury, but if it does happen, you need to have players ready to go to step in that spot, and tonight some of them showed that they're ready to go.
Well, I think one of the things we don't talk about a lot in these games is how versatile this team is. And you watch kids go from second to third, to center, to left field, center field, right field, in, catcher to another position. Pitchers are going to shortstop, first, third. They're very dynamic that way, and I'll give credit where credit's due. That's Coach Mulcahy. He has preached that since the time he has come to Perham. Is you better be ready. You may say I'm the shortstop, but you better be ready to play other positions, because he's going to put kids in the position that's going to give the Yellow Jackets the best chance of winning a baseball game.
Yeah, and I think just piggybacking off of that, it's team first always, and that's the biggest thing. You can talk to anybody; they're willing to do whatever it takes to get a crooked number in the win column for the Jackets, and it's a lot of selfless players who are, putting their time in for the team, and good things happen or are happening because of it.
Well, the Yellow Jackets win. They improved to 9-0, 6-0 in the Heart of the Lakes Conference. For Let's Rock, for Jesse Hunt and Jason Groth, we hope you have a good rest of your night. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's 549 media production of Perham Yellowjacket.